Okay, I'm back. That was potentially a bit of a waste, though. Because when I'm not streaming, it's set to 6 or 8,000, and as soon as I start streaming, it's dropping itself automatically to 6,000, which I imagine must be Twitch's limit. Let me Google that real quick. Twitch streaming bitrate limit. Yeah, it's 6,000. 6,000 kilobytes per second cap. Yeah, Twitch literally does not allow higher bit rates than 6,000, so that is as high as the bit rate's going to get. So yeah, the bit rate's maxed out. So I don't think the bit rate's the problem. I'm hoping, well, let's just check my internet speed real quick and make sure we're not having an issue with that. Because it's going to rely on my upload speed. So let's just make sure my upload speed isn't like completely plonked out here. Download speed's looking fine. Yeah, download speed's actually like 60 megabits per second higher than normal. 70 megabits per second higher than normal. Good lord, we are clipping today. And upload speed also looks fine. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna be it. Huh. Alright, well. Sorry if it's being a little fuzzy. I don't know if there's much more I can do with that. I've got all the settings set as high as they're getting. I've got everything maxed out on my end. I don't... If Twitch doesn't like to want to work today, there's not much I can do with that, unfortunately. Alright. In that case, let's just head on back up. We'll get to Solstheim. We'll start working our way along with this.
I can do for you?
We'll just, yeah, work our way around. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. We've made it back to Frostmoth. Ooh, and in the daytime today. Nice clear view. What have we got going on here? We wanted to go... Okay, journal. Arrived on the island. Carius is the commander at Fort Frostmoth. I should speak with him. Carius is likely in his chambers. Okay, so we want to look for Carius. If we want to also work with the new colony, we're going to want to look for Carnius and Magius. So that's kind of pointing you towards the two different main quests you're going to have here, because there are actually two kind of unrelated quest chains that you could consider the main quest. The Falx Carius is definitely the main quest, but this Carnius Magius is actually a really significant quest as well. What are these guys doing? Can't talk, I'm waiting for our escort to show up. Gidar is in charge. Okay. Sorry I can't talk, we're waiting for our escort to Raven Rock. Go see Carnius Magius in the shrine if you need something. Okay. So, they're not up for anything. Got it. Let's see. I think Falx is in the general quarters. So over this way. And we just need to look around for this guy. Yeah, here we go. Head on upstairs. Upper level. Is he in the upper level or does he have his own separate room? Carius' chambers. Okay, he's going to be in this room right here. There's the man himself, Captain Falx Carius. You fight this guy in Skyrim. He's been like reanimated and is running around in the ruins of this fort. When you come here in Dragonborn, this is the little fort that's along the coast that they're like sending people to attack Raven Rock, and you find the letter about the like dead Imperial Legion captain that was commanding them. That's this guy, and yeah, you can kill him and you get a really good sword off of him. What can I do for you? I'm Captain Falx Carius, commander of Fort Frostmoth. Imperial Fort, obviously, my soldiers have the ability to be the best in the Empire. The island of Solstheim is not the easiest assignment, though, and sometimes it makes the men edgy. As I said, this is a difficult post. These soldiers are separated from their families and forced to live in harsh conditions. To be fair, most of these men were sent to this island as punishment for a past offense. They are not the best of soldiers. It's still, until recently, they'd performed their duties adequately. Lately, I've noticed a disturbing trend. You just said they have the ability to be among the best in the Empire, and then you said they're not the best of soldiers. You're, playing both sides of this coin here, buddy. Face models in this game aren't bad. For 2002, these face models aren't bad at all. Graphics mod is doing heavy lifting. It's doing a bit of heavy lifting for sure. It didn't look quite this good without that. However, they didn't look terrible. Partly because when you're doing pre-rendered faces, because these aren't customizable, like you can't change the like nose length and all that stuff. So all of the faces were handcrafted, which does tend to lead to a slightly higher level of quality compared to like Oblivion or Skyrim, where everything's procedurally generated or randomized, and you can get some real monsters out of it. But no, like this is definitely a bit touched up. Like some of the shading and stuff here in particular, like the lighting engine did not used to be this good. Lately, I've noticed some disturbing trends. To be sure, the men have become restless, complaining more than usual. They've been lackadaisical in the performance of the duties. Sense a great unease among them, and morale has been low. Very low. This is not normal. My instinct tells me there is one among my troops who is fanning the fires of this discontent. I wish to know who it is. They will never let me know who the culprit is as commanding officer. I must regretfully keep some distance between these fine soldiers and myself. They may be willing to speak with you, though. See if you can't gain their trust. If you learn anything, report to me. Now they're fine soldiers. You're flip-flopping, man. Alright. Gotta look for somebody who's undermining the morale in this base. That should be reasonably easy to do. We can speech people up pretty well. Let's actually head all the way down, though. There's like a quartermaster or an armory. I could use some repair hammers, I think. And possibly, yeah, we're going to need some repair hammers for sure. I think that there should be an armory or a quartermaster. Imperial Cult. Curtain Wall. Armory, here we go. Music playing right now is also going to be Resident Evil safe room vibes. I think this music is actually in Skyrim, to be fair. Oh, this guy is very cranky. I've got nothing to say. Sure could use a drink, though, and not that Nord swill. Oh.
Go ahead, stranger.
Okay. Everybody's just saying they need a drink. Sure could use a drink and not that Nord swill. Okay, so I need to find booze. 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 Okay, this is a problem. Those are just empty bottles. Okay, it looks like if I'm gonna get anybody to talk to me, we're gonna need to find some alcohol.
Go ahead.
Fair enough. Let's see if we can find any sitting in the crates down here, and then we'll just start looting through everything in the shrine. No, nothing. Nothing. Bunch of weapons though, like a lot of weapons, and like cheap quality weapons. These aren't like particularly good weapons. Those are all like junk. No. Okay, no booze. I've got like rice, so I could try to make rice beer, but I feel like waiting for beer to brew might not be the answer to this. Curtain wall, I doubt we're gonna find anything in there. I think I remember a secret to this. See if I can... No, nothing here. What about you?
Yeah,
Antonius Nuncius, what can I do for you? Oh, okay, morale has been low. I know it has. These soldiers lead a difficult existence. It's cold, wet, dangerous, and far from home. They're all denied all luxuries. This place is damned awful. Let me see if I can bribe this guy up a little bit. If we can get him up to... Oh, there was a 90. 96, that should be good. Nothing else? What does he have to say about Carnius Magus? Upstairs. Doesn't have anything to say about Falx Carius. Alright. I want to say there is a secret with this guy. Just need to find where it is. Is it you? I have an important cult matter on my mind right now. Okay, hold up. What's this? My protege Marissa left the shrine over a month ago for those forsaken frozen wastes. Her challenge was to bring the word of the Imperial cult to the local savages. She hasn't returned, and I fear the worst. What else would you call them? They're hardly civilized with all that bear and wolf worship. They hardly even recognize the 9 divines. Most Nords are too busy worshipping heathen gods like Alduin and Orke. Wait, who's worshipping Alduin? That's why Marisa's missionary work is so important. Marisa has a passion for preaching, though she thought she could be most effective by spreading the tenets of the imperial cult to the residents of Solstheim. Dangerous but necessary work. Her journeys into the wild have been very successful in the past, but Marisa never returned from her last outing. Don't suppose you'd be willing to look for Marissa. She means a great deal to me. That is, her work, is very important to the Imperial cult. You have the look of an adventurer about you. If you could find Marissa and return her to me, I would gladly empty the shrine's offerings or coffers into your purse. Left over a month ago and headed north toward Lake Fjelding. You should begin your search in that area. Okay.
Can I help you out?
Got a missing Imperial cult member. Where am I going next? Hold up. Somewhere around here, there's got to be some booze. Who is this? That's Carnius Magus. Okay. Locked chest. No, actually, wait. Do you have any booze out? No. Is it this room? Somewhere in this base, there is a hidden stash of booze. I don't remember where it is. I mean, like, my other options, I could just, like, fling back to the mainland and go grab some booze from there. Oh.
Go ahead, stranger.
Hello. Oh, we might be in luck here. Oh, there we go. This is the good stuff right here. We got some brandy. We've got some... Yeah, there we go. Alright. I'm going to need you to not watch me for a second, right? While I sneak over here. Okay, buddy. I'm going to save. I'm going to take that brandy. And that. Okay, cool. I've got some booze. That booze I smell on ya. Yes, smells like Cyrodiilic brandy. I know that smell anywhere. How about giving a thirsty soldier a pick-me-up? Yes. Fine Cyrodiilic brandy, good stuff. Thanks, friend. Just hasn't been the same around here since this became a dry fort. It's ridiculous, I tell you. Right, no liquor at all is allowed on Fort Frostmoth. Oh, well, don't tell anybody about this room. Captain's orders, I guess. Seemed odd coming from him. Captain Carius seemed like a fair enough guy as long as we carried out our duties. Guess he figured we weren't up to his standards, so he cut us off. Since then, everybody's been in a pretty foul mood. Okay.
I stand in good company.
So we can go tell Captain Carius about the dry fort making everybody cranky. Let's go take care of that real quick. Sir? Alright. Report back in. I think he's, what, upstairs, right? And upper level, it was one more floor up. Oh, it's on the other side, too. God damn it. That's right. He's, like, over on this side of the fort, not on that side. So if I head over here, this should be a staircase. Yeah. And then... this should be his room? Yes, here we go. Alright, Carius, morale's been low. I imagined a lack of alcohol might have some effect on the morale, but I didn't ever actually ban it. Personally, I don't even care about the alcohol. It was the priest, Antonius Nuncius, who was worried about the effect it was having on the men. I disagreed, but the question became moot. Our shipments stopped coming in months ago. Speak with the soldiers a bit more and see if you can find out what the source of this discontent is. Okay. Well, I have a feeling we're going to have a problem because I just gave that guy my booze. Does other booze count? Yeah, here. A bit of shine. Quest is making me thirsty. Yeah, it's not lying. Won't forget this. And asking around about this dry fort, right? Yeah. Not sure what caused this. I just know that I heard from Antonius Nuncius about the captain's placed a ban on alcohol at the fort. Sure enough, there was none to be found. Okay, well, let's go talk to Mr. Nuncius here and see what he has to say for himself. It's about to make me go pour a drink. Alright, dry fort. Odd the captain would ban liquor for his troops. There's no understanding some people. He tells me that he never banned it. Told you that. I guess he never officially did. Still, the shipments stopped arriving. What's to be done about that? No idea why, but I'm a simple priest, forced to serve these pathetic soldiers in this terrible frozen excuse for an island. It's not my concern why the alcohol hasn't arrived. You have no proof I've done anything wrong. Stop asking me these questions. Okay. So, he's extremely defensive. Yeah, let's look around a little bit here. Where... Is this his office? I swear there's like a trick to this, that he's got like a stash. If I like poke around in the back here. What is that? Fort Frostmoth, that's back outside. That's to the armory. I swear this guy has a stash somewhere. I just need to remember where the hell he's keeping it. Is there like a hidden...
Yes. What can this humble priest?
hidden chest or something around here? I thought it was just like his desk was locked. But I don't see a desk. Ice chilled can of anything sounds great. Yeah, for sure. Where?
Yes. What can this humble priest do for you?
Okay, we need to find out where this guy's keeping his stuff. You there, what do you know about Mr. Nuncius? You don't know anything. Got it. Let's... Up in the back here. What am I missing? If I go all the way to the top,
Any time now.
that's to the roof. I don't think it's on the roof. I mean, there's like this room over here that's just absolutely loaded with booze. Are you gonna have a problem with me lockpicking this open? This is just potions. Torches, torches. Because this room has like tons of booze in it. No.
If you care to talk, I would consider it a privilege.
What am I missing here? Yeah. Wait for a minute, his office. His office is in the armory. Aha! We need to get to the armory. We're on top of it. Alright, hold up. I'm not pouring myself a drink until I get a drink for these troops. The men drink first. Okay, this is his office right here. I don't suppose you'd mind ignoring me for just a second so that I could, just pay the gold. Here you go. Okay, sir? I'm gonna need you to, like, find somewhere else to be concerned with for a bit.
Any time now.
You think I could, like, steal something over here and that would get him... No? Okay. How am I gonna do this? I need you looking the other way. I guess we could try this. If I... Ooh. Okay, hold up. If I just jump on this table, and then get in the corner, and save here, back up as far as I can get, so we're nice and far away from this guy. Oh, for God's sake, I'll just pay the gold. Here. Oh wait, he's walking now. You wanna, yeah, walk way over there. That's much better.
Good grief. It smells like Grandpa Goat and garlic sauce in here.
Okay. There we go. Okay, we're in. Okay, so I think we may have found the supply of booze in this fort. There's just a few bottles floating around in here. What do we got? I need, like, better evidence, though. Is he keeping booze in this small box? No. Is this not his office? Did I just break into, like, a storeroom? think I actually may have just broken into his... Oh, there's 155 gold. Well, that pays me back for the, like 10 gold I had to pay in fines for breaking into here. Oh, and some more. Beautiful. Okay. Maybe that wasn't actually that guy's office. I think I may have just broken into a random storeroom.
What's this about?
This might be it. Okay, wait. No, that's a bedroom. That's an office. Biography of Baron Zaya. Antonius Nuncius's chest. Aha. And in his drawer, it is a bunch of booze. And money. I'll take the money. Is that skooma? What the hell? Guy likes to party. Alright, I need better lockpicks. Well, you know what? Is that enough evidence? I found a large stash of alcohol. Yes, sweet. Let's go confront him about this first. I could just go rat him out to Carius, but I'd rather hear his side of this first. Let's go see what he has to say. You there, sir. Dry fort. Terrible thing. Shipments stopped arriving. I have no idea. You've been at my desk? My desk? You've been in there? Like, that's an outrage. Stolen liquor? I have no idea. Alright. Perhaps I've been hiding the alcohol, and it was for their own good. And I had hoped if the soldiers got fed up and revolted, I'd be able to justify going home to my superiors. Look, I don't want any trouble from you. No, I need to report this. I'm finished. I'll never leave this island now, at least not alive. Carius will have my head. What have you done? I hope you're happy. I mean, he's not happy with me. Okay, hold up. We can fix that real quick. If I just, you know, give him a few compliments, we can get him back up there. I want him at least at 80. 80 or higher. Beautiful. Alright, we're best friends again. Fantastic. Carius, my man. It turns out your priest is undermining your efforts and trying to get this entire place shut down so that you can go home. I think you might want to maybe he says he doesn't think he's ever going to get sent home. I think you need to get rid of this guy. He's causing a problem. All right, Carius, my man. Antonius, gotta go. Morale's been low. Antonius Nuncius started this whole thing because he wanted to go home. The twit, I could have had him reassigned and he just asked me. Now, though, I think he might do his best work here, saving the souls of my men. The new abundance of liquor at the fort. Someone will have to deliver their salvation. Thank you for your help. Take these. There are diseases on this island we've never encountered before, and the weapon may serve you well. On to more fort business. Okay, 3 cure common disease potions and a silver spark blade. I'm not gonna lie, coming out of Tribunal, where they were just handing me, you know, hundreds of thousands of gold and piles of amazing, you know, legendary artifact weapons, a bit of a step down. Fort business. As I've told you, not all my soldiers here are trustworthy. Many were sent to this fort in lieu of Ebonheart's dungeons. Now I fear a criminal element has shown itself in Fort Frostmoth. I believe there are weapons being smuggled out of here and sold on Vardenfell. Notice the store of weapons in the armory has been decreasing. I know there's no official reason for it. My only guess is someone is smuggling them off Solstheim to be sold on Vardenfell. I want you to uncover the smuggling ring, and I will provide you with a bit of help. I'd like you to work with one of my soldiers. There are 2 available to you. They're 2 of the best here at Fort Frostmoth, Sanus Lucius and Gaia Artoria. Find Lucius in the general corridors and Artoria in the general corridors upper level. Speak with them and decide who will be your companion. When you've unearthed the smuggling ring, report to me. Okay, well, tell me about them both. Lucius knows more about the daily activities here than any other soldier in my command. While not our strongest fighter, he more than makes up for it with his savvy. He may be the best suited to ferret out the smuggling ring. Artoria is one of my most loyal soldiers and one of my most powerful. I've never seen her bested in combat, and her skill with weapons is legendary. Should you encounter any resistance, Artoria would be a valuable ally. You know what? No, we're going to go with Lucius, because I think I can handle any combat. So, let's look. That's the guard. Who's this? This is Gaia Artoria.
Captain said you'd be by. I'm supposed to assist you with something?
Oh wow, we actually got unique voice lines for that. Surprising amount of unique voice acting in this so far. Mally. guard.
Captain Carius mentioned that you might come to speak with me. How may I assist you?
Okay. Carriers mentioned, how may I assist you? Yes. The smuggling ring mentioned something about that. I'd be glad to help. I'm admittedly not the most handy with my blade. I believe I can help you, guide you through this conundrum. Yes. Ugh, pardon me. Guy or Artoria will have to perform other tasks that Captain Carius had for me today, but no matter, let's find those scoundrels. Okay. You have any tips? Suggest we speak with some of the soldiers here in the fort. A motley bunch to be sure. But some of them are fair soldiers. I developed quite a rapport with a few, in fact. Why don't we begin by speaking with Zeno Faustus? Interesting character. Find him in the armory. Beautiful. Which way is out of here? This way?
Anytime now.
Also, yeah, I need to get a repair hammer and repair up my weapons. Oh, God. Zeno, my man. You appear to be the blacksmith. Everybody's willing to talk to me now that we've fixed up the booze situation. Are you a blacksmith that doesn't sell repair hammers? Am I just blind here? No, I don't think. Yeah, he doesn't sell repair hammers. Okay.
What is it you
That's a
want?
slight concern. Okay, also this guy seems a little annoyed. Let's fix that situation. Get him up to at least 80. Come on. My God, alright. You there. Talk to you about weapons being smuggled. I heard you're with Lucius, so I figure you must be okay. I overheard some of the soldiers talking about a place. The Gandrum Caverns, bit northeast of the fort. Something about weapons being stashed there. I didn't want to know more than that. Maybe you should check that place out. If you find them, you'll have to kill them unless you can find some other arrangement. Okay, so Gandrum Caverns. You know anything about this? Have you ever heard of this place? No? I believe we have enough information to break up the ring. Let's finish. Alright, well. You got it. That was what, northeast they said? Northeast of the fort. Sure. Which way out of here? We got north? Who are you?
Be careful out here in the wild, friend. There's more roaming about than just wolves and bears.
Okay, travel the wilds of Solstheim just as I do. Word of advice from one wanderer to another. Keep your eyes open and your wits about you. There's more than bears and wolves wandering around this island. If you find yourself face to face with the berserkers or freeze hags, sheathe your blade and get to running. If you need shelter, my kinsfolk at Thirsk will gladly take you in. Tell me about Thirsk. Finest mead hall you'll ever visit. Lies north of here to the east of Lake Fjelding. If you reach the Skull village, you've gone too far. When you get there, see Ulfrun. She's in charge of the mead and will gladly sell you a flagon or 3. Tell me about the Skull. Live in a village in the northeast end and view the island's bears and wolves as sacred. What can you tell me about the island itself? Inhospitable place, bears, wolves, and other creatures I'd rather not imagine around. It's cold, windy, and generally unfriendly. What are the Freeze Hags? Yeah. Mages dedicated to the teachings of Kine, the widow of the gods Shore, Earth. Each is a powerful sorceress gifted in the use of frost-based magic. They're vicious lasses and view most people as a threat to their beliefs. They've been seen out in the wild in a couple of the ice caves. Berserkers, bear sarks in the Nord tongue because of their insistence on going bare-chested even in the most severe blizzard. They're crazy as they come and care only for savagery and murder. It's said they're attracted to death and make their homes in some of Solstheim's burial barrows. Also heard rumor of some kind of berserker mother, but no one has seen her and lived to tell about it. Alright. You know what? The hell with getting a brandy drink. We're cracking open an energy drink. I am dying here. Long week at work. Alright. That'll do it. let's head over this way. I can actually see mainland Vardenfell there. That little Daedric ruin is, I believe... yeah, it's like right on this little tip right here. I don't think we actually went out there ever. Okay, so I'm looking for a cave in this sort of a direction. Is that it right there? Oh, I should probably equip a weapon too, huh? Might be worthwhile. Gandrung Caverns. Alright, step 1, save. This is the DLC. I don't remember how difficult the enemies out here can get. So, we'll go in with our weapons sheathed in case we can talk them down. Oh my god, it's the smuggling ring of rats. Okay. Hold up. Oh, no, I don't think they're going to be talked down. Oh my god, they actually paralyzed me? Okay, so he's got a paralyzing axe. Slight problem. Moose Rosius. This guy actually has a name, too. Alright, paralyzing axe, although it's silver axe, it's not very good. Yeah, I'll take the gold. Ooh, an exclusive restore health. That is very nice. Also, yeah, this is our first look at this. This was the first time we saw, like, Nordic burial architecture in the Elder Scrolls games, in, like, a unique art style. They created this, this kind of tile set for Bloodmoon, and it's used for a lot of the, like, crypts and barrows and stuff. Which you see a lot more of in Skyrim, and you can kind of see some of the similarities here. Like, you've still got these little, like, burial alcoves, like, stuck in the walls. We've got some stall room, which if you played Dragonborn, you probably know a little bit about that. We'll be seeing a lot more of it in a minute here, but they definitely did go back and reference this when they were making Skyrim and try to keep a somewhat consistent look to things, which is nice. And actually, when you're playing, like, Dragonborn, there's honestly a pretty strikingly consistent look to a lot of the burial mounds out here. Oh, okay, we're good. Keep moving. Okay, but seriously, like, is this smuggling ring like 50% rat? A predominantly rat-based smuggling ring? Because, like, so far it's been mostly just rats. Alright, let's get this picked open. Oh my god. I mean, I guess a level 80 lock is reasonably secure. Anything useful? That is an empty chest. This is Imperial Short Sword. That is also empty. You had a level 80 locked empty chest. Good. Fantastic. Oh, God. I also need to get rid of all these old Dwemer books. I just realized I'm carrying, like, I don't know, 20-some pounds in useless Dwemer books from that Dwemer ruin underneath at Mournhold. Probably should ditch that. Okay, hold up. You come here. Okay, you're down. Visibility potion. Okay, we got him. Those paralysis... Oh, God. Okay, hold up. Those paralysis weapons are a problem. Because, yeah, I just can't move. If I can't move, I'm gonna die, because that means I'm not attacking. Okay, yeah, these are actually more dangerous than I'd like. Let's maybe go back upstairs just a second here. I should probably heal up. I'm thinking we just rest, right? We just... Oh, okay. Can't rest because there are enemies nearby. Maybe if I go back to the start of the dungeon, we can rest there. Because we might be in trouble otherwise. Yeah, still too close. How we liking it over here? Really? Ah, there we go. Beautiful. Rest until healed. 13 hours, that should be fine. There's no way things will have, like, respawned in that time. Should be able to find some people out here. Also, how's my... Well, hello! Rosenberg, how's it going? Let me, real quick, give you a shout out here. Gonna have to tab out for that. Hey, it's Jorn. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. And let me get the shout out here and make sure I'm typing this right. Boom! What were you guys playing? Crash Team Racing. Oh, that's super fun. I never played that one. I like those like kart racers. Like I'm a big fan of. Oh, uh-oh. That's okay. We just saved. Morrowind likes to crash sometimes. But hello, everybody. How's it going? Thanks for the raid. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Yeah, I never played any of the Crash games. Ah, it happens. It's not a big deal. Morrowind's an old game. And it's being held together with duct tape and has a significant amount of mods running on it right now. And I literally did just save like 10 seconds ago. Not a big deal. We saved right here because I rested until I healed. Has its flaws. Love the mechanics of the game so much. Oh, for sure. I love that like that Mario Kart racer kind of arcadey style thing. I played a bunch of Mario Kart out over the years. Big fan of like Episode 1 Racer. That was one of my favorites. I've heard that Sonic Team Racing, whatever the new Sonic racing game was from like 10 years ago. I heard that was really good. I never actually played it though. Need to check some more of those out. Alright. Hold up. No. You go down. None of whatever the hell that was, nor trying to summon something. Not a fan of that. Never played Morrowind, heard nothing but good things. Oh, it's fantastic. It's easily one of my favorite games, like, of all time. Like, if you like Elder Scrolls games, like if you liked Oblivion or Skyrim, you're gonna love this. It's just got everything those games did and just so much freedom and flexibility in it. Like anything... Oh, another empty locked chest. Well, thank you, sir. Let's poke around here a little bit. We are looking for a smuggling ring. I think we're actually killing most of the smuggling ring. I'm on a fort on the island of Solstheim. If you've ever played the Dragonborn DLC in Skyrim, that island. And the Imperial Fort has a weapons smuggling problem. Was trying to get me to buy Sonic Racing. Didn't want to spend money at the time. Yeah, I think I own it, and I've just never actually launched it. Oh. Hello. Galterius Spurious, I don't want any trouble. I heard you were working with Sena Lucius, and everyone at the fort knows that Lucius is a reasonable man, so maybe we can make a deal. Okay. I'll get off the island, leave the weapons behind. You just let me go peacefully and don't cause trouble with Carius, and I'm gone. And look, I'll give you this nice axe as a little bonus for keeping quiet. Carius will never miss me, and I'll just disappear. Ask Lucius about it. He'll give you good advice. Okay, wait. Did he give me an axe? He said he was going to give me an axe, but it didn't say that it added an axe to my inventory. Buddy? About that axe. Oh, okay, here we go. I'll give you this axe. I think it's pretty valuable. You know what? Screw it. I want to see what the axe is, so we're letting him go. You can go, don't come back. Sounds good. You won't regret this. I'll be gone as soon as possible. Take this. I found it while doing a bit of traveling here on the island. Had a friend of mine throw a little enchantment on it as well. Take whatever you want from this stash. I'm sure nothing will be missed. Our secret just between us. Nordic Axe of Paralysis.
Yes?
You okay with that? Were you fine with my solution here, buddy? Or did you want me to turn this guy in? Made your decision. I'll let you report your findings. I hope you've made the correct decision. I definitely have. Because, like, if I want to, I could just kill him right now, too. But, like, now that I have the axe, I could just, like... I could just bludgeon him to death with the axe. Is it any good? It's not bad. 42 damage is pretty good. Paralysis for 10 seconds is honestly really nice, but probably just gonna sell it. Like,
After the kicking I gave that weasel, he'd better.
alright. Well, we've busted up the smuggling ring, everybody's dead, and one guy's getting sent off to go do whatever the hell he wants back on the mainland. The weapons get returned to the fort, and the smuggling of weapons stops, so I think Carius is going to have to be happy with that. I'm sure he'd want that guy to, face some consequences, what with this being a military base and whatnot, but he'll be fine. I'm not technically part of the military, so I don't have to follow their orders. Let's poke on back up to the base here. I also need to find repair hammers so that I can repair my gear. Oh, hello. I don't recall this hole being in the wall the last time I was here. Or the well being collapsed. Or all the... Yeah, what the hell happened here? The fort, the creatures, it's horrible, and the captain, I haven't seen him. Find Artoria, she may know what to do.
What's this about?
Okay. Well, I know where she was. She was just upstairs here. Artoria.
You're back, and just in time.
He's gone. Those creatures took him during the battle. Someone has got to find the captain. There was an attack, some kind of wolf creatures. I don't know exactly how it all happened. We were outmanned, but the soldiers fought valiantly, especially the captain. When it was over, he was gone. I didn't see him go down, so I assume he was alive. My guess is that those savages from the Nord village have something to do with this. You need to find him. Alright, wolf creatures. Guess would have been werewolves. I've seen them before, but this was different. I've never known the things that travel in such large numbers, and there were a lot of these things. I've also never heard of werewolves on this island. Who knows, though? I've heard rumors that the Nords up north can control the beasts, though. Some say they can even turn into them. Whatever they were, I don't want to see them again. Yeah, what do you know about werewolves? Horrible, horrible. I hope I never see such a creature again. Alright, how about the Nord village? Bunch of savages that live in the northern tip of the island. The Skull, they call themselves. I'll mark their village on your map. A bunch of animal spirit worshipping freaks. Wolves especially. What does that tell you? I'm sure they know what happened to the captain. Now you go find out. They're not likely to trust you, so take this. They'll like it. You should stay with them until you find out what's happened. Get in good with them. Earn their trust. And she's giving me the skull of a Skull warrior. I don't know if I want to know where we got this skull from. I have a feeling that we may have slightly plundered one of their tombs. And we're just returning the remains, which is probably not going to go over quite as well as she's thinking it will, but that's fine. Oh my god, they really banged the place up. Good lord. Alright, let's see here. Skull Village, northern part of the island. It looks like if I go over to that cave, there's a river, and we can just follow the river north. And that should get me up there. And I imagine sticking to the river would probably be a good idea, just to keep a landmark handy, so that I'm not, like, completely losing myself out here. So yeah, head over to here. And then somewhere not too far from here, there should be a river. Is this the river right here? You know, my ground... Oh god, it's a Spriggan. Okay, hold up. Watch out. 3 lives. Okay, Spriggan's down. You have anything cool on you? No, you don't. My little, like, ground clutter and foliage mods are potentially going to get me into trouble out here. Oh, this is supposed to be one of the berserkers I was hearing about. Well, down you go, lady. I'm assuming you don't carry anything, right? Like, it would be weird if you had loot. You've got your helmet. Yeah, you got some booze and a hammer. Alright. Because, yeah, I can't really see too well out here to see if anything's, like, running up to attack me. So I think I'm going to actually stick to the river. Just for, like, better line of sight. Actually, what the hell is this? Hello? Oh god. Okay, we've got wolves. Oh, it's a plague wolf. Well, that's good. Thankfully, I think I'm completely immune to disease. Oh. Get down. Bristleback. Tusked bristleback. Alright. What the hell do we have here? I have got the Sunstone. Alright. Reasonable view. And yeah, I think we're heading that way. Oh, we got a bear over here. You know, actually, let's use this for a bit of a scouting mission. What can I see up here? Okay. Bristleback that's immediately attacking me. Oh! And a bear. A plague bear? Why is everything up here plagued? That's just unfortunate. I think there was, yeah, another bear over here. Are you a plague bear? You are. You're also dead. And we've got, oh my god, an entire herd of bandits over there. Okay, I'm kind of glad I got out of the river. That would have been a lot. I see another bristleback over there. Oh my god, it is all of the wildlife in the universe. Let's just head up this way a little bit and swing wide around that. I don't necessarily want to be pulling all of that. Fine. We just keep following the river. It should lead us pretty close to the Skull Village. I think there's another little band of raiders over there. Yeah, alright. Got... oh, bristleback and a bear. Okay, you're down. Another bear and a wolf. Can I avoid... yes, I can avoid those guys. Beautiful. Where are we? Ah, I think I see some huts in the distance there. That might be my village. Up on that little hill. That look right? Or is it that? Hey, Invictus, how's it going? Hope you're doing alright. Back in Bloodmoon, we're going to make contact with the Skull, looking for signs of our kidnapped Imperial Captain Falx Carius. Apparently we've been attacked by werewolves. Also, look at these little guys. Ah, Jesus. Okay, I didn't realize they bite. Why did Fallout 4 beat Fallout New Vegas and 76 at once? What do you mean by that? I know there's like a mod for Fallout 4 that adds a tiny bit of the New Vegas map, and I actually have that. It's super cool. But I don't know anything about Fallout 76 added to Fallout 4. What? I need to give Fallout 76 like another chance one of these days. I played it at launch and I haven't really touched it since then. Oh. Oh, Reekling. First look at these little guys. Alright, they're down. Yeah, another little enemy from Dragonborn you might recognize. The Reeklings. Tiny little lads. They've got some junky loot for the most part. New Vegas guns and perks and Fallout 76 mutations and perks. Interesting. Oh, the mutation system would actually be really cool to add. I actually really liked that with Fallout 76. I thought the mutations were a really fun idea. If you added that to like Fallout 4 survival mode, that'd be super cool. Alright, I think this is it. This is the Skull Village. So, who do I, like, talk to here? Horsky Tallowhand. Not of the Skull, speak with Tharstan Heartfang in the Great Hall. He's our leader and will deal with you. Okay, I'm gonna guess the Great Hall is this thing over here. Where are you? Angar Icemane. Some very cool looking wolf armor. Actually see the little wolf heads on the shoulders there? That stuff's super slick. You can get this made for you later in the game. You can find like a craftsman where you can bring them wolf hides and they'll craft you armor. There's a set of bear armor too that they'll make. I think this guy, is he wearing the bear armor? Yeah, he's wearing the bear armor. You can get this stuff made for you too. It's real cool looking. Probably not what I'm going to be using, but pretty slick. And then yeah, the custom skull armor here. Bunch of new armor sets. Always nice to see what we get out of that. But yes, we need to get into the Great Hall and talk to our fella in here. Also love the stuffed cliff racer. That's so good. They just got this like stuffed and mounted cliff racer hanging over the lodge. And yeah, nice little look at a Nordic Great Hall. You're seeing a lot more of these in Skyrim, but early days of getting a peek at what the kind of design philosophy was for this. Again, a lot of nice new little art assets. It just gives it a very nice, unique feel. Bloodmoon feels very, very different from Vardenfell, which was nice to see. And like, Tribunal did that too. Like, Mournhold doesn't feel like it's just like more of the same. Each of the environments they give you in these DLCs was really, really different, which is very fun. Alright, Larston.
What do you want, stranger? Why are you among the Skull?
I am among the Skull. Skull wish you no harm, but you will mind your manners while you're within our walls. We will make no exceptions. What is this I hear about an attack on the Imperial Fort? Soldiers, they cut their trees and dig their holes and have little to show after a day's toil. They do not respect this land or its creatures, and for that I find them offensive. But though I have no love for them, the Skull would never do such a thing. We prefer to let the Imperials kill themselves slowly, but these creatures that attacked, these were not wolves of this island. Have you finished your business here? No, I have a skull for you. Say you've brought the bones of one of our ancestors, stupid Imperials. They need to learn to leave things as they are. Still, it's good you've returned this to the Skull. Perhaps there's hope for you and your kind. You're welcome here in the moment, but there's much to atone for. Yeah, like us digging up your dead ancestors? That's probably not great. Imperials and their fort have brought nothing but harm to these lands. They cut through the trees and dig the earth. They're wasteful, lazy, and careless. They have no comprehension of the oneness of the land. It is this oneness from which the Skull derive our strength, and the Imperials have defiled these lands. Okay, well, tell me about the oneness. What gives the Skull power? It's the balance of our lands, the trees and the waters, wolf and bear. The Imperials have no respect for this balance, and we pay the price. Okay, how have they defiled it? With their carelessness, the Imperials have upset the natural order, the oneness of the land. It's their nature. It must be balanced once again, and the All-Maker appease. I wish for you to make things right. You will be the one to restore the power of the Skull. It's right you do this, as it is your people who have caused the damage. Speak with Korst Windeye in the Shaman's hut. He will give you further instructions. Shaman, he should spend more time with steel and less in studies. Still, he can provide good advice. And yeah, tell me about the Skull in general. We are the Skull. Wow. You're really helping out there. I don't suppose you've heard anything about Marissa. No, Marissa, if she left the Imperial Cult Shrine and was headed north, she never made it this far. Okay, good to know. Anything else we can learn about out here? Yeah, tell me about Thirsk. Just to the east of Lake Fjalding, it's a mead hall that was built by a group of Skull who split from our village over 100 years ago. They no longer follow our ways, but we have no quarrel with them. Alright. Raven Rock? I've heard of no such place. Okay, what else we got here? Almalexia. Who? Okay, that's cute. They actually just added that in as a dialogue option for him, just so that you could acknowledge that these guys have never heard of the Tribunal. That's fantastic. Alright. I'm assuming he doesn't have much to say about Frostmoth. No, the place filled with Imperials have no respect. Alright. Well. Buddy. You're kind of blocking the door there. Al, do you want to maybe move around a little bit? There we go. Okay, Shaman's hut. Do you think that's the one with the bear painted on it? No, that's Ingmar's house. Okay, which one of these is a Shaman's hut? Ronrod the Roarer. Rigmore. Okay, if I were a shaman, do you think it's this big one right here? Enra the Quiet. Nope. Shaman's Hut. Alright. Course Windeye. Greetings to you, Wanderer. Why have you come to our village? Have you heard of Amalexia? No, okay. I need to restore the... Tell me about werewolves. For versions, man was not meant to live a dual life as both rational being and animal. These beasts are evil and dangerous. They're also very rare. More have been seen in recent times, though. Okay. What do you tell me about Tharstan? Leader of our people, you'll find him in the Great Hall. Oldest of the Skull, and his prowess in battle is legendary. He's quick to anger and quick to judge, so take care with him. Oh, good of him to say. Tell me about, restoring the power. Wishes for you to do this, then I will assist you. There's a ritual that can be completed. On Solstheim, you will find 6 standing stones, each representing one of the 6 gifts of the Allmaker. At each of these stones, a ritual must be completed. Once the ritual of the gifts is completed, the oneness should be restored. Tell me about the oneness from your perspective. Careful balance that lies in all things of this world, animals, trees, even the rocks and the winds. It's a harmony the Skull draw power from by the grace of the Allmaker, he who gave us these gifts. When the balance is upset, our power is lessened. Okay, how about the ritual? Too much for any not of the Skull to remember. Take this, it will explain the rituals and guide you on your way. This book may be of some use to you as well. If you're to remain with the Skull, you should understand our beliefs. So the story of Avar Stonesinger and the locations of the stones. Well, okay. Story of Avar Stonesinger. What do you got here? Game story of game? Oh, it's this scroll. Okay, sit quietly and listen. The story I tell you is the story of the ages. What is it, grandfather? It's the story of heroes and beasts. Patiently the child, he was growing into a fine boy. Soon he would see the value in these stories, the lessons that were taught to each generation. Just listen, child, and let the story take root in your heart. In a time before now, long before now, when the Skull were new, there was peace in the land, the sun was hot and the crops grew long, and the people were happy in the place that the Allmaker provided. The Skull grew complacent and lazy, and they took for granted the lands and all the gifts the Allmaker had given them. They forgot or chose not to remember that the adversary is always watching, and he delights in tormenting the Allmaker and his chosen people. And so it was that the adversary came to be among the Skull. Adversary had many aspects. He appears in the unholy beast and the incurable plague. At the end of seasons, we know him as Thartog the World Devourer. In these ages, he came to be known as the Greedy Man. Greedy Man, that is what we will call him, for to speak his name would certainly bring ruin on the people. Lived among the Skull for many months. Perhaps he was once just a man, but when the adversary entered into him, he became the Greedy Man. That is how he shall be remembered. It came to be one day that the power of the Skull left them, the strength left the arms of the warriors, and the shaman could no longer summon the beast to their side. Elders thought that surely the Allmaker was displeased, and some suggested the Allmaker had left them forever. It was then that the Greedy Man appeared to them and spoke. You of the Skull have grown fat and lazy. I have stolen the gifts of your Allmaker. I have stolen the oceans, so you will forever know thirst. I have stolen the lands and the trees and the sun, so your crops will wither and die. I have stolen the beasts, so you will go hungry. And I have stolen the winds, so you will live without the spirit of the Allmaker. And until one of you can reclaim these gifts, the Skull will live in misery and despair, for I am the Greedy Man, and that is my nature. And the Greedy Man disappeared. Members of the Skull spoke for many days and nights. They knew that one of them must retrieve the gifts of the Allmaker. They could not decide who it should be. I cannot go, said the Elder, for I must stay to lead the Skull and tell our people what is the law. I cannot go, said the warrior, for I must protect the Skull. My sword will be needed in case the Greedy Man reappears. I cannot go, said the shaman, for the people need my wisdom. I must read the portents and offer my knowledge. It was then a young man called Avar lifted his voice. He was strong of arm and fleet of foot, though he was not yet a warrior of the Skull. I will go, said Avar, and the Skull laughed. Hear me out, the boy continued. I am not yet a warrior, so my sword will not be needed. I cannot read the portents, so the people will not seek my counsel, but I am young and not yet wise in the ways of the law. I will retrieve the gifts of the Allmaker from the Greedy Man. If I cannot, I will not be missed. Skull thought on this briefly and decided to let Avar go. He left the village the next morning to retrieve the gifts. Avar first set out to retrieve the gift of water, so he traveled to the Water Stone. It was there the Allmaker first spoke to him. Travel west to the sea and follow the swimmer to the waters of life. So Avar walked to the edge of the ocean, and there was the swimmer, a black horker sent from the Allmaker. The swimmer dove into the waters and swam very far and far again. Avar was strong, though, and swam hard. He followed the swimmer to a cave, swimming deeper and deeper, his lungs burning and his limbs exhausted. At last he found a pocket of air, and there in the dark he found the waters of life. Gathering his strength, he took the waters and swam back to the shore. Upon returning to the Waterstone, the Allmaker spoke. You have returned the gift of water to the skull. The oceans again will bear fruit, and their thirst will be quenched. He then traveled to the Earthstone, and the Allmaker spoke to him again. Enter the cave of the hidden music and hear the song of the earth. Traveled north and east to the cave of hidden music, found himself in a large cavern where the rocks hung from the ceiling and grew from the ground itself. He listened there and heard the song of the earth, but it was faint. Grabbing up his mace, he struck the rocks of the floor in time with the song. The song grew louder until it filled the cavern and his heart. Then he returned to the Earthstone. Gift of the earth is with the skull again, said the Allmaker. The lands are rich again and will bear life. Avar was tired as the sun burned him. The trees offered no shade, and there was no wind to cool him. Still he traveled to the Beast Rock, and the Allmaker spoke. Find the good beast and ease his suffering. Traveled through the woods of the Eisenfear for many hours until he heard the cries of a bear from over a hill. As he crested a hill, he saw the bear, a Falmer's arrow piercing its neck. Checked the woods for the Falmer, for that is what they were, though some say they are not. And finding none, approached the beast. He spoke soothing words and came upon it slowly, saying, Good beast, I mean you no harm. The Allmaker has sent me to ease your suffering. Hearing these words, the bear ceased his struggles and laid his head on Avar's feet. Avar grasped the arrow and pulled it from the bear's neck. Using the little nature magic he knew, Avar tended the wound, though it took the last bit of his strength. As the bear's wound closed, Avar slept. When he awoke, the bear stood over him, and the remains of a number of the Falmer were strewn about. He knew the good beast had protected him during the night. He traveled back to Beast Rock, the bear by his side, and the Allmaker spoke to him again. We returned the gift of the beasts. Once again, the good beast will feed the skull when they are hungry, clothe them when they are cold, and protect them in times of need. Avar's strength had returned, so he traveled on to the tree stone, though the good beast did not follow him. When he arrived, the Allfather spoke to him. The first trees are gone and must be replanted. Find the seed and plant the first tree. Traveled again through the Herstang forest, searching for the seeds of the first tree, but he could find none. Then he spoke to the tree spirits, the living trees. They told him that the seeds had been stolen by one of the Falmer, for they are the servants of the adversary, and this Falmer was hiding them deep in the forest so that none would ever find them. Traveled to the deeper parts of the forest, and there he found the evil Falmer surrounded by the lesser tree spirits. Avar could see that the spirits were in his thrall, and he had used the magic of the seeds and spoken their secret name. Avar knew he could not stand against such a force, and that he must retrieve the seeds in secret. Reached into his pouch and drew out his flint. Gathering leaves, he started a small fire outside the clearing where the Falmer and the ensorcelled spirits milled. All the skull knew the spirits' hatred of fire, for the fires ravaged the trees they serve. At once the nature of the spirits took hold, and they rushed to quell the flames. During the commotion, Avar snuck behind the Falmer and snatched the pouch of seeds, stealing away before the evil being knew they were gone. He returned to the tree stone, planted the tree in the ground, and the Allmaker spoke to him. The gift of trees is restored. Once again, the trees and plants will bloom and grow and provide nourishment and shade. Avar was tired, for the sun would only burn and the winds would not yet cool him, but he rested briefly in the shade of the trees. His legs were weary and his eyes heavy, but he continued on, traveling to the Sunstone. Again the Allmaker spoke. Gentle warmth of the sun is stolen, so now it only burns. Free the sun from the halls of Penumbra. And so Avar walked west over the frozen lands until he reached the halls of Penumbra. The air inside was thick and heavy, and he could see no further than the end of his arm. Still he felt his way along the walls, though he heard the shuffling of feet and knew that this place held the unholy beasts who would tear his flesh and eat his bones. For hours he crept along until he saw a faint glow at the far end of the hall. There, from behind a sheet of perfect ice, came a glow so bright he had to shut his eyes lest they be forever blinded. He plucked the flaming eye from one of the unholy beasts and threw it at the ice with all his might. A small crack appeared in the ice, then grew larger. Slowly the light crept out between the cracks, widening them, splitting the ice wall into pieces. With a deafening crack the wall crumbled, and the lights rushed over Avar and through the halls. He heard the shrieks of the unholy beasts as they were blinded and burned. He ran out of the halls, following the light, and collapsed on the ground outside. When he was able to rise again, the sun again warmed him, and he was glad for that. He traveled back to the Sunstone, where the Allmaker spoke to him. The gift of the sun is the skulls once again. It will warm them and give them light. Avar had one final gift to recover, the gift of the winds, so he traveled to the Windstone far on the western coast of the island. When he arrived, the Allmaker spoke to him, giving him his final task: find the greedy man and release the wind from its captivity. So Avar wandered the land in search of the greedy man. He looked in the trees, but the greedy man did not hide there, nor did he hide near the oceans or the deep caves, and the beasts had not seen him in the dark forests. Finally, Avar came to a crooked house, and knew that here he would find the greedy man. "Who are you," shouted the greedy man, "that you would come to my house? I am Avar of the Skull. I am not warrior, shaman, or elder. If I do not return, I will not be missed. But I have returned the oceans and the earth and the trees, the beasts and the sun. And I feel I will return the winds to my people, that we may feel the spirit of the Allmaker in our souls again." With that, he grabbed up the greedy man's bag and tore it open. The winds rushed out with gale force, sweeping the greedy man up, carrying him off far from the island. Avar breathed in the winds and was glad. He walked back to the Windstone, where the Allmaker spoke to him a final time. "You have done well, Avar. You, the least of the Skull, have returned my gifts to them. The greedy man is gone for now, and should not trouble your people again in your lifetime. Your Allmaker is pleased. Go now and live according to your nature." And Avar started back to the Skull village. And then what happened, grandfather? What do you mean, child? He went home. When he returned to the village, was he made a warrior or taught the ways of the shaman? Did he lead the Skull in battle? I do not know. That's where the story ends. It's not an ending. That's not how stories end. The old man laughed and got up from his chair. Is it not? All right. Wow. We got the full history there. But yeah, there you go. The history of the Skull. A rather complete history of the Skull, to be fair. And a description of what we're going to need to do. What our next quest is we need to reenact that entire ritual. We are going to have to go around and find all 6 of those stones and perform the same feats that Avar performed to restore the power of the Skull. So I believe if I find it in here somewhere, I've got locations of the stones. And we can pull up a map of the island and see each of these stones that we found here. The water, earth, wind, tree, beast, and sun. So I don't think the order matters. I think you can do them in basically any order. So I think we'll just start with Beast Stone, because that looks like it's right near that lake that we just passed not too long ago. Can I zoom in on this map at all? No? Alright. Well, I think there's a lake just south of me here. And I believe that's my goal. Also, I need to rest so that I can get my health back. Yeah, if I just rest right here until healed. Oh, for God's sake. Also, those couple references to the Falmer there are kind of interesting, because in Morrowind, the Falmer are, like, legendary. Like, people aren't actually sure they're real. The ancient snow elves have been gone for so long that people have just kind of assumed that they were a myth. So, like, the Falmer you see in Skyrim aren't what they're referring to there. They're talking about, like, snow elves. And then the idea that they became these, like, horrible abominations didn't come around until Skyrim. We'll get a little bit more info on the Falmer later when we, there's a quest we can do in Raven Rock that'll kind of follow up on that. Oh my god. Okay, you guys are actually kind of tough. Not gonna lie. Okay, we need to be careful here. I am gonna die if I'm not a little more careful. Let's, you guys? Okay, am I safe up here for a second? Nope. Okay, can I just, like, get far enough away from them that I can rest again? Because they actually seem to hurt pretty badly, actually. Maybe I can get some, like, help from the villagers here? Either or. Are we good? Okay, I've still got that guy's, like, kinda trying to follow me, although maybe he's given up now. Wait, I hear somebody shouting about you're growing weak. Okay, I'm still, like, in combat. According to the game. Enemies are nearby. Yeah, sure. Game still thinks I'm in a fight. Alright, we need to heal myself somehow. I need healing. What are my options for healing here? I've got this. It's not much. Buddy? Because, like, I don't really want you killing all the Skull villagers. I think I'm out of enchantment on this sword, too, so that might be a slight problem. Reekling Radar. Reekling Lance, which is just... These are kind of funny if I just set it on the ground here. It's just a wolf's head with, like, the tongue stuck out and frozen. Okay. So Reekling Raiders, potentially a bit of a problem. Also, I was reflecting something on one of those guys, which means he had some kind of enchanted weapon. So, alright, hold up. Let's just heal up. Are you guys good? Let's just cut this guy down. Perfect. Alright. There's another raider over there. My god. Okay, so Beast Stone. Travel south, find the good beast, and ease its suffering. So, according to the story, he traveled this way until he found a hill, and then he went over the hill, and he found a bear that was injured, and then he healed the bear by pulling an arrow out of it. And then the bear was his friend and protected him from Falmer. So we're looking for a bear. An injured bear. It was over a hill. Is it like over this? Okay, that doesn't look like... Oh yay, a blizzard. Wait, what's that? Is that my bear? Okay, hold up. I've got a bear that is under attack by Reeklings. Okay, I think I've protected it. And then we pull the arrow out. Oh, look at him go. What a nice little guy. Alright. Journal. Remove the arrow, it's still injured. I should attempt to heal with it or stay with it until it's well. I don't have a way to heal you, buddy, so... The good beast looks so goofy, I love him. Oh, he's great. Oh, there he is. Yeah, look at him. Can you sit up again, buddy? Come on. Upsies. Is he actually following me? Oh, he's actually following me. Okay, cool. I've got a new pet. We're gonna bring him back to the Beast Stone though. He's a little slow. Also, yeah, look at the snow. This is really pretty. All right. It's actually snowing by me right now. This is roughly what it looks like outside my window at the moment. Alright, come on. Let's just keep it going. I don't think there's a polar bear wandering around outside my window. At least I hope not. Unless it's like this polar bear. If I had a friend polar bear, that'd be kind of cool. Also, I feel like this is like a really small polar bear, right? Like, polar bears are big. Like, I'm pretty sure like a lot bigger than that, but that's fine. Unless I'm like wildly underestimating, or overestimating, I guess, the size of polar bears. I'm pretty sure they're like a lot larger than that, though. Come on, buddy. Beast Stone is this way. There it is. Alright. Come on. Up you go. I think we're good. I don't think I've got any other enemies near here to worry about, so... we'll bring him back to the Beast Stone. Beautiful. Here you go, buddy. So I have to bring you back to here, right? And then I talk to this. Oh, look at him go. My journal's been updated. I've completed the Gift of the Beasts. Alright, did I happen to get like a buff from that at all? Did you give me anything like... Did Gift of the Beasts, is that like a thing? No? No, okay, I'm not getting any buffs from that. If I like activate this, doesn't do anything. Alright. Kind of a ripoff, but that's fine. Alright, there's more enemies over that way. I'm pretty sure when I was like up on that ledge there by the village, though, I could see another one of the stones down here. Now I can't see much of anything because it's so oh god, that scared the hell out of me. In Skyrim, all you do is scream at stones. That's true. I don't have dragon shouts in this, so I am unable to just shout the stones into existence. Okay, Raider's down. I swore I could see another stone from up there. But there was one, like, over this way. Am I out of my mind? Alright, hold up. I've got a little map of these things, right? This thing. I just dropped on the floor. Not what I want to do. Take that. Read it. Yeah, the Windstone is right where the two rivers meet. That way. So somewhere in this direction, there's going to be, like, two rivers that kind of meet up. And at the kind of crux of that, we're going to have another stone. Also taking a fair amount of damage here. Oh yeah, right there, I can see it. It's that thing right there, I bet. So, what was the Windstone? That was the one where I had to find a house, right? And then, like, inside the house was the greedy man's bag, and you open the bag to release the winds? I mean, there's a house, but I don't think that's the house I'm looking for. Oh, is it this little hut right here? This cave. Oh my god. Just need to heal. Everything's fine. Beautiful. Alright. I should really buy a better healing spell. I'm actually like halfway decent at restoration. So I could probably cast something a little stronger than that. Okay. What is this? Windstone. Is that a friggin' cliff racer? Is there a cliff racer painted into the skybox just to like screw with me here? Because there aren't cliff racers on this island. I think they might have painted a cliff racer into the skybox as like an Easter egg. And that would be whatever mod I'm using that's replacing the skybox here, because I have like a mod pack. Good God. That or someone... Maybe this skybox is just a picture of the sky that somebody took, and there happened to be a bird flying by. It's very strange. Alright, anyways. Travel south and east of the Lake of Ice to Glenshul's Tomb. Okay. South and east of Lake of Ice. Well, I know where the Lake of Ice is. It's right over here. Then we gotta find Glenshul's Tomb, which, you know, this blizzard is gonna help greatly with attempting to locate anything out here. Yeah, what are you guys? Can I talk to you for a second?
Begone, stranger.
Einar. Begone, stranger. He's not having it. You have no business being here. No dealings with the likes of you. Be gone. Alright. They're not helping right now. Fantastic. Belsod Coast region. Oh god, it's more Reeklings. I love that they just, like, fall over every time they get hit. Like, it's so funny. Alright. So, south and east of the Lake of Ice. This is the Lake of Ice right here, right? So if I go south and east... You sure you mean south and east, game? Glenshul's Tomb. Okay, Lake of Ice. I'm standing on the Lake of Ice. I go south and east. And we're looking for a tomb. I'm assuming that's going to stand out, like, at least a little bit. It's like, they tend to have pretty distinctive structures. Like, I see a couple of rocks over there. South and east of Lake of Ice. Let me check in these rocks here and see if there's like a cave entrance stuck in there. No? Oh dear God. Okay, let's try from the top of this hill. Can I see any sign of a tomb around here? Well, there's that little hut. I don't know what that hut is. No sign of a tomb over there. Is there a tomb here? What is this? No. Okay, the bear's not bothering me, so I'm not going to bother him. Yeah, what's up with this house? I've got a Khajiit named Manashi out here. The Song of Uncle Sweetshare. Gain knowledge, your alchemy skill increased to 18. Song of Uncle Sweetshare, hee hee ha ho, to the workshop he will go. My uncle's candy is so sweet, it's such a yummy winter's treat. When the sugar is warmed by pale hearth light, the happiness spreads throughout the night. Hee hee ha ho, to the workshop he will go. Uncle Sweetshare is coming near to spread his candy and his cheer. Better than trinkets, games, or toys, so say all the little girls and boys. Hee hee ha ho, to the workshop he will go. Candy, candy, he makes so much. Uncle Sweetshare has a magic touch, so it's back to the workshop in the snow, with lovely lanterns all aglow. Hee hee ha ha, hee 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 ha ha ho. And he's got some moon sugar on him, so I'm fairly certain that what he was saying there is this guy is making skooma in the woods.
Candy, candy, he makes so much. Uncle Sweetshare has a magic touch. So it's back to the workshop in the snow, with lovely lanterns all aglow. Hee hee, ha ho, hee hee hee, ha ha ho.
Okay. Hee haha, can it be a visitor in my workshop? How can I help you, sweet Blackwater Park? I have candy treats to spare if you come in search of happiness. Candy treats are tasty, they are, and filled with special sugar and love. They bring happiness, happiness to everyone on Solstheim. That's what I do, you see. I give out my special sugary treats and spread happiness throughout the land. It's difficult work, but oh so very rewarding. Minashi certainly thought so. Ah, Minashi, the dear lad. Minashi was my assistant. He helped me make my candy. He loved his sugar, Minashi did. Loved it a little too much, I'm afraid. He died, you see. His sweet tooth got the better of him. I buried him just outside. We had a lovely little ceremony. The Horkers came and sang for him. They did. Strange creatures, Horkers. Did you know they can walk on land and swim in the water? Okay, what about these candy treats? Nothing? Solstheim? No? Do you have anything else to say here? You just got a bunch of moon sugar. Yeah. Yeah, you're just making skooma out here, aren't you? Bunch of random glass flasks. Alchemical equipment. Oh, is that a skooma pipe? A skooma pipe. And piles of moon sugar. Well, I'll leave you to it. That's unfortunately not the tomb that I'm looking for. Where the hell is this tomb? Okay, south and east of the lake. What is that? Lukeström Barrow. Also, I question this guy's burial methods. That wasn't so much a burial as it was dumping him on the carpet outside. Okay. So in the story we read, it said that he went somewhere and saw like a collapsed house? Like this is the lake up here. And if I'm supposed to go south, travel south and east of the Lake of Ice to Glenshell's tomb. Lake of Ice, southeast. Somewhere out here, there should be a tomb. This is where I fought the guys for the good beast. Really wish I could scroll out on that map a little bit more, but no dice. Alright.
Now this is fighting.
Oh my god. Okay, well, whatever the hell she just cast on me might actually end up killing me. Oh my god. Yeah, that was painful. Okay, freeze hags. Not joking around, as it turns out. Also, my sword is getting very badly damaged. We need to look into potentially switching out. You know what? Actually, we are going to switch out. We're going to switch out to Hope's Fire for a little bit. Just to get a little bit of a mix-up in it. So I'm not completely burning through all of my... Oh! What's this? Okay, we're good. I can't rest here because enemies are nearby. I can rest here, though. Because that almost killed me. We're taking a surprising amount of damage out here. Is this my tomb? Oh god. Wait, are they reflecting my spells back at me? Oh, they are. Oh, that's my problem. So hold up, I actually want to go back over to this then. Because this might be... Oh no, it's back up to full charge. Uh-oh. Can I get a restore health at all? Okay, there's an argument to be made for then potentially getting a unenchanted sword for dealing with these guys. Because, yeah, they're reflecting my own enchant damage back on me. So I'm taking so much damage when I fight them. Alright. Options. Because you can't reflect a reflected spell. Take the Belladonna. Why not? Gwenshul's Tomb! Fantastic. Oh dear god, what the hell is this? Okay, we've got Draugr and Bone Wolves. What does the Draugr have on him? Grave Tar. I'll take it. Dispose of the corpse so I can see what the Bone Wolf has. Just bone meal. Okay. Hello? Okay, there's a Draugr walking my way. Can I, like... Oh, they're real fast. Okay, these guys are, like, basically immune to shock from the looks of it. That's okay. I need to repair True Flame. If we find any repair hammers, those need to get used on True Flame, because it's getting... Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh, there's so many of them. Okay, I don't remember the part in the legend where I walked into the greedy man's house and it was just full of 1,000 zombies. That wasn't a thing. Come on. We're doing alright. Okay, beautiful. All the Draugr are dead. I don't suppose these guys ever have any other loot on them, do they? No, it doesn't look like they do. Level 50 chests. Anything fancy in here? Okay, security skill up, and I can rest to gain a level. Let's gain that level. This is going to be real crap, but it'll have to do. Give me the agility and the endurance. And... how about the speed? Not too fussed about optimizing my levels here. It'll be fine. We're doing well enough. Alright, Greedy Man's Bag. I've let the wind out. It puts out all the candles. That's a nice touch. I'm assuming that would make it very difficult to see in here if I didn't have the, like, night eye effect that I've permanently got from my rings and whatever. Alright, beautiful. Now I just need to get back to the Windstone, which should be, like, just on the other side of the lake. So, like, if I go this way, head, like, around here, cross over the lake and head to the west, kind of northwest of the lake, I think. Beautiful. All right. I like that you can tell they just reuse like the ash storm effect for these blizzards, but it works really well. Like it's a really effective blizzard like system. 'Cause it does actually like hinder your movement if you're walking into it. It gets your characters will automatically raise their arm in front of their face if they're looking into the blizzard. You get the directional wind. Honestly, really nice. Okay, there's that little hut with all the people that wouldn't talk to me, and I think the stone was just on the other side of their hut. Yeah, I can actually see it there. Beautiful. Alright, go turn this in. Windstone. Journal's updated. Completed the ritual. Fantastic. Where is my next stone? We are next up, headed in the direction of... I think what makes the most sense to me is we go for water. Go water, earth, tree, sun. So if I head to the water stone next, we're going to want to head, like, due west-ish. Kind of this direction. Until we hit the coastline. And then once we hit the coastline, head a little bit south. Actually, yeah, let's see if we can scout a little bit from up on top of these mountains here. I think it's interesting that, like, when you come back here in Skyrim, there's that giant mountain with Mirak's temple on it, and that's just, like, plain old not here. It would be, like, roughly where that little hill is. Oh! Well, there's something fun. The crashed airship is hanging out here. I think we got a mission about this. Did I ever pick that up? In Aldrune, there is a mission about the missing Dwemer airship. Mystery of the Dwarves. Patchwork airship. Met Louis Machamp outside the Aldrune Mages Guild. Used Magicka and some patched together Dwemer technology to make his own airship. Commissioned the crew to fly north to the frozen isle of Solstheim in search of a magical item. Airship hasn't returned and he's getting worried. He wants me to recover the amulet of infectious charm. Okay, recover the amulet. Only visible from the air. In order to gain entrance, one must utter the name of the wolf. If you get the name wrong, the crypt will be forever sealed. Okay. Unjage. Alright. Here's the airship. Can I think you can actually find this airship as well in Skyrim. It's still, the ruins of it are still sitting up there. Francois Marquardt. I've got another dead guy here. Manalus Virith. Oh. You're down. Captain Roberto Jadouan. And Airship Captain's Journal. Today's the day, but Comp's airship seems sturdy enough and the crew is ready to set sail. We'll travel north-northwest until we reach the island of Solstheim. According to Machamp, the Hrothmund's Bane Wolf Formation is somewhere near the Mosring Mountains. Barrow we're set to explore is located at the Wolf's Eye. We'll get Macchamp's precious magic item and be back at the Guild of Mages in a few days. What could possibly go wrong? Entry 4, damned conjurers, sorcerers, inventors, scientists, and all their academic ilk. Machamp promised me his airship would hold together, promised me it could be sailed just like a sea-bound craft. All lies. This monstrosity is barely holding together. We've been trailing bits and pieces of it ever since we left Aldrune. Just an hour ago we lost one of the Dwemer cogs from the main engine. If this were a frigate or sloop, I'd be holding her together just fine. But alas, trying to control an airship is like setting to sea in a barrel with a spoon for an oar. Land ho. Normal for a crew member to get edgy, but the Argonian finally went berserk. I told him repeatedly before we left Aldrune that an airship sails in the sky, not on the water. He told me he understood, but his fear of heights must have finally taken sway. In a frenzied state, he grabbed the wheel and almost forced us into the sea. I had no choice but to run him through. Swims and Swells was his name, and a good crew member he was before this unfortunate incident. I would have preferred a burial at sea, but considering our current situation, we had no choice but to toss his body overboard. We aimed for the ocean, but by that time the airship had drifted over Solstheim. Alas, I fear we missed, and his corpse landed somewhere on the southeastern shore. We've located Hrothmund's Bane. At least Machamp is right about something. The wolf formation runs from west to east, with the head and eye toward the eastern end. We'll look for a place to set down and explore Hrothmund's Barrow, assuming that is where Machamp said it would be. Also like to note that it's going slower than I'd like. There's a fell chill in the air, and I don't trust the clouds that have gathered over the mountains. We've been assailed by a blizzard, the likes of which I've never seen. Feared a storm. We never could have imagined anything like this. Machamp's contraption is coming apart at the seams. I don't think We can hold altitude. There's nowhere to land, but land we must. Dead. All of them dead. Most of the crew were killed instantly when the airship went down. Few that could make it soon succumbed to the cold. I alone survived. Need to make a camp. Snow is blocking my way into the ship's hold. I must get to the barrow in the morning. I can hardly write. My hands are nearly frozen. So cold, so hungry. Madness taking me. I can feel it. I can see night eyes, wolf eyes. Hear them, so hungry. Eye of wolf coming. White wolf. Alright, well, I'll take the book. But there's the tail of the airship. Steel dagger, nothing else really here. I imagine we've got to be pretty close to that barrow. See if we can spot it. Nose Ring Mountains. I believe this is also in Skyrim. Rothman's Barrow. I think you do this in the quest for the Thirsk Mead Hall. When they want you to, like, restore their tribal honor. It's got a legendary pistol and knife. Does double damage at full HP. Nice! Also got a recharger rifle. Oh, those are cool. Okay, hold up. I think I see the wolf here. I'm pretty sure that little, like, thing of rocks, like, that's one leg, that's the tail and the other legs, and that's the head up there. So that would be the eye of the wolf with the barrow. So I just need to say the name Onjage, and it should let me in. So are you going to be a problem? Not enough of a problem. Okay, Snow Wolf. You know what? Gather the pelts. Oh, how heavy are these? Oh, 1 weight each. Yeah, keep the pelts, because we might want to make some armor out of them later. So, okay. Are you seriously going to run at me and try to punch me to death? Good luck, buddy. Alright. I only get 1 chance at this. If you mess it up, the tomb locks forever. Hrothman's Barrow.
Some they call me Hrothman's Bane, with midnight teeth and moonlight mane. I am the wolf one soul may tame, by uttering my given name. But speak the truth, for those who lie gain not the wealth beyond my eye. Answer false and evermore, closed shut will be my icy door. What is my name?
Onjage. Alright.
You spoke the truth and won the game, for Onjag is my given name. You have gained entrance to Hrothman's Barrow.
Alright. Welcome to Hrothman's Barrow. We're looking for the Amulet of Infectious Charm. I'll just cut my way through the local denizens. Ooh. Look at that. That is a mighty axe. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna save before we poke it. Okay, poking it isn't doing anything. Oh, but there's the amulet right on the pedestal there. Okay, what does this do? Weakness to common disease for 30 seconds on self. Drain fatigue for 30 seconds on self. Fortify personality 30 points. Draugr and Morrowind are better than Skyrim. They're kind of cool. They also do like a flying karate kick if you leave them fighting you long enough. They're kind of fun. I do like that they kept the like art style so similar though. Like these are definitely recognizably like Nordic barrows, and they kept that in Skyrim, which is nice to see. Ancient wooden chest. I'm not gonna loot the Nordic tomb. Rothman's axe. I feel like we're gonna be back here for something for later because that seems important. If Skyrim has taught me anything, it'll be something for Thirsk Village. Is that it for now? I guess we just head out. So I need to keep heading west. Wow. Quite the view. Alright, I think that must be the stone I'm looking for there. That there has to be the water stone. Let's just, I think my best bet is head along the mountain and then hook down over that way. So that I'm not pulling all of the, like, enemies I saw down there. That'll be the safest bet on this. We got up here. I can Alt-Tab most of the time. It crashes once in a while. I can always save beforehand. If it's something important, I can always save beforehand and just Alt-Tab and reload the save if I need to. So my follow character? Send me a link. Send me a link in my my Twitch DMs, and I'll post it on Twitter. I'll post if you can send a screenshot of it to my Twitter, like or a link to like a Steam screenshot or something of the Fallout character. I'll tweet it out later. I would definitely like to see it though, especially with the mods you've got, because like Fallout, the New Vegas and 76 stuff would be very interesting. If you've got a link to your like mod list too, or like what mods you're using, definitely be interested in that. I play quite a bit of Fallout 4 in my free time. I haven't been playing much recently. Alright. Small island off the coast, follow the swimmer to seek the water of life. Don't want the world to know my mods. Okay, fair. If you can send a link to whatever the 76 and New Vegas mods are using are, that would be very interesting. I'm always a fan of adding more and more weapons and fun bits to my Fallout. I've got a bunch of 40k stuff in my current Fallout 4 setup. Like I got some Sisters of Battle armor. I've got an Adeptus Mechanicus set of armor. I've got a bunch like Space Marine armor. Oh god. Okay, I'm looking for the swimmer. There's a black horker. It's supposed to be like due west of that stone, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait, is that it over there on that little island? More so at the Twitter thing. Gotcha. Give me a sec here. The swimmer. Okay, so I need to follow this guy, but I don't want to drown. Can I just, like... Okay. I guess we'll just do this. So, it said he was going west. I'm not gonna lie, he's mostly going north. If I just go like this, can I just like pace him like this? There we go, that'll work. So he's supposed to lead me to an underwater cave that's going to contain something. Waters of some kind. And it's going to be quite the swim to get down to it. Alright. Just keep it moving. I wonder how far out this guy's swimming me. I'm imagining the best bet is going to be to swim until I'm like directly over the cave. And then go straight down. Oh, that's totally it right there. That is totally going to be my cave. Yeah, 100%. And what's this right here? The dead slaughterfish. Oh, I think he just went and killed that slaughterfish, actually. This is totally going to be the cave. Yeah, alright. I saw in my inventory exclusive swift swim. Do I happen to have water breathing? No. Okay, well, we've got swift swim, which we'll have to do. Let me just poke it in here. I'll tell you what, I'll take a look at the Fallout character at the end of the stream, once I get down to like the end of it here, and I'm not, you know, having to worry so much about alt-tabbing. Oh. Air pocket. What the hell are you? Okay. I've got a skeleton berserker. And then the waters of life, and then potion of swift swim and water breathing. Awesome. So I can use both of those on my way out. Easy. Let me, I can only rest on solid ground. There we go. So, take a peek here. Yeah, do the swift swim, do the water breathing as well. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's get out of here. We've got the waters of life. We head this way. I swim straight back up and hopefully don't drown. Nailed it. Alright, now I just gotta get back to the shore and return this to the water stone. And we're all good to go. Oh, good, a blizzard. That'll help. Help with the Fallout New Vegas and mods, the interlink, and get both perks and possibly more perk packs. You know, I've never actually messed around with any mods for Fallout 4 that, like, adjust how the perk system works. Because they, like, super overhauled it for that. Like, it works way different in 4 than it did in any of the other Fallouts. I actually really like how Fallout 4's, like, skill system works. I think that was one of the best iterations of Bethesda leveling trees I've seen. Where, like, putting points into your special stats actually matters. You've still got independent skills and perks. The only thing I would have, I think, maybe like to see is still have some kind of, like, having a skill system where you actually have, like, a ranked number in, you know, big guns or science or whatever, and have that be the unlock, like, for the different star ranks of the perks. Have it be based on reaching a certain skill level, like a certain skill level with that skill. And then in order to be able to unlock any perks on that skill, you need to have a certain special stat that would accompany it. I think that would have been a slightly better system in my opinion, but that's fine. Keep the perks from Fallout 4, add New Vegas in 76, everything new, like naked perks and other. That's wild. There's so much fun modding stuff they've done with that game. And I do need to take a look again at Fallout 76. The last time I played it was like, I think I played a little bit when they first added like the NPCs into the game, just because I wanted to see what that looked like. And it was okay, but it wasn't anything like super impressive. Okay, there's the water stone. Here we go. Need like 4 special or less in some perks. For some perks. Oh, that's cool. Journal's been updated. Alright, good to go. Let's take a look at my next one. I think next up we are headed Earthstone, due south. Oh, I know exactly where this one is, because I remember this from Skyrim. And thankfully, like, this is still the same map that they use in Skyrim, so I know exactly where this one is. This is like one of the ones I tend to end up going to right away when I'm playing Skyrim. Means if you have higher, you can't get. That's cool. That's actually fun, because like the old Fallout, like Fallout 1 and 2 had some stuff with that, with like the low intelligence runs, where you could play your character as a complete idiot if you had low intelligence, and they'd get like unique dialogue to reflect the fact that your character was kind of dumb. Alright, Thormore's Watch. Don't know what that is. Okay, keep heading south. My god. Blizzard is going to make it a little difficult to spot my Earthstone. The Earthstone, if I'm not mistaken, is though like it's like right on the shoreline. Like it should be like super easily visible if I stick to the shoreline. Favorite perk is each strength point gives you 2 defense, can be ranked 4 times. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, 2 defense isn't like huge amounts, but like it's kind of fun. All right. My stone should be somewhere nearby-ish to here, I would think. Oh god. The game claims I'm still under attack by something. Oh, it's this. We're good. Alright. 2 defense per strength of strength. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely good. I mean, a strength build, I mean, you can easily get up to like 20 strength. So that's a 40 defense, which is nothing to shake a stick at. Definitely not bad at all, but I tend to be running around in like what's the one the unique combat armor from Far Harbor? The like the Navy Spec Ops combat armor, whatever the hell that is. That stuff is insane. You just you basically have like power armor levels of defense in just regular armor. Yeah, the Marine combat armor. That stuff is stupid good. And it's like, it's not that hard to get if you know where it is. Like, you can go there at a pretty low level and walk out with, a full set of Marine combat armor without too much trouble. It's always, like, super tempting to early game rush my way over to, the Far Harbor just to grab that stuff. Although to be fair, if you go too low level, you won't get like the best variety of it because you have like I never knew this when I was playing the game originally, but there's actually like scaled leveled armors in that game. Like the Marine combat armor has 3 different variants that actually get better as you go up in level. Am I too far south now? This feels like I'm too far south. Because this feels like I'm on the corner where, like, yeah, where Raven Rock is. So I missed it. It's back up this way somewhere. Let me see my map again. I'm looking for... There's going to be a jut out. Yeah, right about there. I must have just walked past it in the blizzard. Or like these trees may have obscured it slightly, because it should be not too much farther north. Right around here. What are we looking at here, game? Show me a standing stone. I was like, I'll try sticking a little farther inland and see if that helps. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Take it down. Everything's good. Snow bear pelt. Yeah, I'll take that. 1 pound apiece. I can grab 2 of them. Maybe we get a bit of... Oh, Spriggan. Alright, hold up. Next. Next. Okay, I feel like the stone, according to my map, should be, like, right here. Like, I should be basically standing on top of it right now. Let's try getting a little... Oh, God, freeze hag. That's dangerous.
Too easy.
Okay, get her down before she can kill me. Let's get inland a little bit and see if I can spy it once I'm a little higher up. Maybe from on top of this? Free armor per agility. Oh, that's crazy good. That is crazy good. Because agility's already, like, great for defense stuff. Okay, you're down. You're dead. Let's get on top of this mountain here real quick and see if I can spot my standing stone if I'm up on the top of this. Because it's supposed to be... Was that it right there? I bet you that's it right there. Northeast, Cave of Hidden Music. Is the Cave of the Hidden Music literally that cave right next to me there? That's the Blood Skull Barrow. Okay. Need to find the Cave of Hidden Music. Should be somewhere in this direction. Serum for Adrenaline Shot takes away 50 HP, gives you more damage per missing HP you've got. Oh, weird. Alright. Break my kneecaps here. That's all fine. Cave of Hidden Music. Now, I'm mostly just seeing trees out here, game. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's just clear some stuff out here, right? Melee weapons ignore armor of target. Okay. Hold up. We're getting a blizzard, which is not gonna help. Yeah, this is less helpful. I need to be able to see, game. Oh my god, there's so much wildlife out here. Get this nature out of here. What's this? Cave of Hidden Music. Oh my god, we found it. Alright, beautiful. Okay, I've got some Draugr. I've got... Store Endurance. That's good. Pick this lock for the lock-picking XP. Yeah, give me that. With generous melee attack gives rads based on how much rads... Oh, that's kind of funny. Give me this. Well, if you take all the, like, rad-associated perks, that could get real good. There's a fair number of perks you can take that'll actually, like, you know, boost up how effective you are while irradiated, which is super fun. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, Draugr dead. Let's... Oh god. Keep exploring, okay. Nothing. There's so many locked chests on this island that just have nothing in them. I mean, it's good lockpicking XP, I suppose, but, like, who does that? Okay. I've made it all the way down to an exclusive Restore Magicka potion and a dead end. Wait, is there something... No, okay. Where am I supposed to be going here? When they said the Cave of Hidden Music, I didn't think they meant, like, actually hidden. I just kind of assumed it was like a metaphorical hidden music, like the cave itself was hiding the music. Not that there was a maze inside of the cave that contained music. Yeah, like, look, there's a whole path down here I haven't been down. Oh my god. I'm here. Buddy. Get out of here. Alright. What? He just forgot about me there for a second. Okay. This is fine. I really need to find some repair hammers, though, because my weapons are starting to get real knackered. And especially considering I, like, dumped a bunch of my other weapons off back at the base before I came out to this island. If I lose these two, we're in trouble. Wait, what's that door? Is there like a second? Oh god, there's gonna be a second floor to this dungeon. That's okay. Thankfully these Draugr get stun locked really easily. So... another locked chest. Let me guess, is it gonna be empty? It is empty! We have another empty locked chest. Beautiful. Get my sword back out in case we run into more Draugr. Chamber of Song. Okay. Okay. Oh, what a beautiful song it is. Alright, give me this key. Sounds like the kind of song you sing after visiting Taco Bell. The earth farting. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little rumbly. Alright. We'll just get this going here, right? Okay, can I get a chest that has something in it eventually? Ooh, hello. I'll take that, though. Bunch of gems, those will sell. I need to, like, pop back to Mournhold to sell all this stuff to that one blacksmith shop. Okay. This way, maybe? How's this way looking? This way is looking like just another chest. Probably empty. Another useless chest. Yep. I feel like something must be bugged with my, like, loot tables, that it just keeps giving me empty chests. Exclusive restore health. Cheap restore magicka. There's another potion there. I can see it, game. Restore fatigue. Alright. Okay, where is the hidden music? We just head this way. We've caught another chest. Place your bets now. What does it have in it? Absolutely nothing. I don't think I've found anything in any of the chests on this entire island. They've all just been empty. Okay. Anything up here? Oh. There is totally... oh, that's just a glitch. Alright, we're fine. We've got... here's my farting stalactites. Okay, now what do these things do? Okay, no. let's listen to it again. Wait, it's this. It's ba, ba, ba. There we go. Okay. Pattern changed. Alright. Okay, so... Okay, did I succeed? I should return to the Earthstone. I have stopped the farting Earth. Alright, beautiful. As Jeremy Soul's Nerevar Rising plays over the top of the farting Earth, putting a real clash of tone here. Hey, seriously, what is going on with these chests on this island? Alright, well. We'll just head on out of here. We can head back to the Earthstone now. We got that one done. I think I've only got, what is it, 2 stones left after this? Shouldn't be too hard to do. Is it this way? Which way was out of here? I should have taken notes. There we go. Beautiful. And I think maybe I rest up before I exit the cave, just to make sure I'm all healed. Might not be a terrible idea. Okay, and then to the left should be the exit? Yes, beautiful. And then I'll just rest here for a second. Okay, we've got an entire pack of wolves waiting for me here. I'll just, pardon me a second, folks. I'll take your wolf pelt, and your wolf pelt, and your wolf pelt, and, you know, dispose of a corpse so that I can get at the other wolf. Take that wolf pelt. Awesome. I believe the stone that I'm looking for was this way? I think it's like just to the west of that little mountain. Yeah, you're gonna come over here, sure. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, there it is. We're good. Go ahead and turn this in, and then... Oh, do you have anything on you, by the way? I didn't actually check to see what you're holding. A ruby. I'll take that. Another stone complete, so now I've got to get, what, 2 left, right? I've done beast, wind, water, and earth, so now I've got to do tree, and I've got to do sun. And tree looks like it's almost dead middle of the island. Southwest of the lake a little bit, near where these rivers end. So basically just head this way? I think this must be the stone. Because there's one of the stones in Skyrim that's like inside Mirax Temple, but kind of marks the entrance to Mirax Temple, right? Like when they're excavating the temple, there's like a stone in the middle of it. That has to be this one, right? I'm gonna have to go back and like replay Dragonborn at some point here. I haven't played that in a long time. Because if that's the stone that's like in the middle of Mirax Temple, that'll tell me like where Mirax Temple is supposed to have been in Morrowind's era. and why it's not here. Oh god. Oh my lord. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. We've got the wolves taken care of. Dispose of you. Let's just grab all of my wolf pelts here, because we might be able to make some cool wolf armor later. Okay, tree stone, tree stone. There it is. That's totally it right there. And this is the one where I need to find, like... This one was weird. It was talking about, like, he found a bunch of Falmer and their spirits, and they were guarding the seeds, and, like, I don't know what that was all about. The first trees are gone. Travel east and find the one who's stolen the seeds. Okay, she's down. Travel east, find the one who's stolen the seeds, and return them. And, like, there's no way we're gonna run into the Falmer. They're not even in, like, they don't exist in Morrowind. So then, like, what are we gonna run into? Travel east. Okay, there's like a Freeze Hag over here. Is it you? I doubt that.
Come on, fight!
Yeah, you're just carrying... Oh, Master Probe, though. That's kind of nice. Winter Wound Dagger. 100... Okay, that's actually insane. Are you kidding me? That does 200 points of armor durability damage. And 10 points of frost damage for 10 seconds, which means 100 frost damage per hit. Yeah, we're taking that. Holy shit. Oh, God. Okay, my weapons are getting significantly broken to the point that it's really starting to be noticeable. Oh god! Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, we're in trouble. Brigands seem to be in the Reekling's thrall and look aggressive. Yeah, they do. Okay, we are in a lot of trouble here. Where was that, I have some restore health here somewhere. I think. Exclusive restore health, yeah. There's a lot of these ladies coming, though. We might be in trouble here. Okay, wait. Can I just get the Reekling? Maybe if I just get the Reekling. Yeah, you know what? Hold up. Let's see if we can just lure them away from that. And then I can loop back. Get the seeds. Okay, cool, we're good. That was a little dicey. Oh god. I was like, yeah, trying to fight all those Spriggans at the same time was not going to be the way. But taking care of the Reekling and just grabbing the seeds off of them, that seems to work. Where do I want to go now? There was a clearing northwest where they might be planted. Okay. You want me to plant the seed? Is it this little mound of dirt here? This... No? Where do you want me to plant these things, game? A clearing to the northwest. What am I looking for here? I'm not entirely certain what's going to qualify as like a clearing where I can plant the seeds. Let's look around a little and see if I spot something that stands out as like Ah, yes, this is where I would put a tree. Like, this looks fine to me. No? We're not happy with this? Let's just clear out some more wildlife and we'll see what we spot here, right? Okay. Take the wolf pelt. Check my journal again. I've recovered the seeds, clearing northwest of the tree stone where they may be planted. Tree stone is that way, somewhere. Where on earth does it want me to plant these seeds at? Okay, keep going. Like, I'm not sure where it wants me to go. I'm gonna have to interact with something at some point here, right? Like... if I just, keep killing things... I've actually lost where the fucking tree stone is at this point. And I'm like, how is there this much wildlife? Like, look at this. The wildlife density on this island is just outstanding. Oh god. Okay, that's a bunch of raiders. Don't want to deal with that. Because of the beast stone, I suppose. Let's backtrack and we'll analyze this again. What is this? This is gel. Wait. Oh, it's literally right here. It's this little circle. Okay. Seeds planted. Tree stone rested at. We're all good. Awesome. Next up, we need to go to the last stone, the Sunstone. I actually saw this one right when we first left Fort Frostmoth. Fort Frostmoth is like right down here, and when we were following that river, I definitely saw this. So that is going to be real easy to get to. It's right by the river, and this is the one where we had to go into a cave to free the trapped sun. And there were going to be a bunch of unholy beasts, and I had to grab one of the unholy beast's eyes and throw it into a cracked bit of ice to free the sun. You know what? Hold up. New plan. We're going to stop by Fort Frostmoth and pay the guy in the armory to repair my weapons, because this is getting ridiculous. And the fact that I haven't seen any repair hammers drop anywhere on this island, and that guy doesn't sell repair hammers, like, that ain't gonna work. Oh, there's the Sunstone. But no, before we go to that real quick, I want to stop by the fort, and we're gonna get my gear taken care of here, because it's getting a little banged up. Like, how's my armor looking? Armor's... oh god, it's like just about broken. I have like several pieces of armor that are like on the brink of collapsing. Yeah, we gotta go pay to get this repaired. I would much prefer to repair it myself, but that does not appear to be an option. I can see the fort just up ahead, so we're close enough that I don't need to worry too much. Beautiful. Armory should be right over here. You there. I don't suppose you happen to have some hammers in stock today, do you? No dice. Alright, well. This is gonna get expensive, but I've got piles of money coming out of Yeah, I got 122,000 gold coming out of, Tribunal. So we can afford to drop a little bit of money on gear repair. That's fine. That probably set me back about 7 or 8 grand, but that's okay. Would have only been a couple of $100 if I could have bought some repair hammers off of him, but doesn't want to sell me any, so that's fine. The hell was that noise? The hell was that noise? Hello? Okay. That was strange. I think this island may have ghosts. I'll just assume that's gonna work itself out. Like, that was normally the sound that was being made when, like, when I cured one of these stones or whatever, when I received the blessing from one of the stones, but it definitely didn't. Alright, let's go poke this thing here. You know what? Rest until healed, just so that I'm... Oh, for God's sake. I was going to say topped up on health, but... close enough. Alright. Sunstone. Go to the west, free the sun from Penumbra. You can actually see right here, if you follow this line straight west, there's like a little path kind of cut through the land here that leads straight to that little cave in the distance. This is where we're going. In like vanilla Morrowind, your view distance would never have been good enough to see this. You would have, you know, just kind of had to stumble upon it by dumb luck. But there's a cool little like cutaway path you can find. And if you follow it straight down, there's my cave. Get out of here. I'm always a little nervous when I see these naked guys running at me because there are actually werewolves that run around on this island. And they start out just looking like a naked dude, and then when you attack them, they transform into a werewolf, and some of them are like crazy high level. Like, I think there's one of them that can, they're like random chance to spawn, and one of them is like, he has 100 in every stat and 100 in every like attribute. Like, he's just absolutely the most busted character in the game. It is not an enjoyable experience if you run into him by mistake. Okay. She's not gonna bother me, I'm not gonna bother her. And they're all named like gibbering lunatic, raving lunatic, madman lunatic, you know, like there's all different types of lunatics. Alright. Are these the unholy whatevers that I needed to... That's just a Draugr. No? Okay. No special flaming eye on this guy. I think that might not be what it was talking about. You know what? True Flame's repaired. Let's get that back out. I'm here. Do I want to go this way? Actually, don't know which way it wants me to go. I see there's like a candle set into the wall here. Is that supposed to indicate that I'm going this way? Like, clearly these would be lit up at some point. No, this is just a chest. It's a locked chest. Why do I get the feeling? It is a locked, empty chest. So strange. Not a single piece of loot in any of the chests on this island. I was like, let's just keep exploring. Okay, I've got a bunch of bags. See, this has stuff in it. I got $100 out of that, another $100 out of that, another $100. Okay, they have one type of thing. Oh no, that's got some salt rice in it. That's got some ingredients in it. Worn chest with some random junk in it, and then a locked chest which is gonna contain absolutely nothing. Right? Yep. All the locked chests. They just don't have things in them. Oh! Well, there went that. Okay, hold up. We can do this again. We'll just go back in. That locked chest was so empty that it crashed the game. That's fine. I saved right before we got to the sunstone, so I can just reload from there, run back down to the cave, work my way back through again. Wait, ooh, what? Where'd you come from, buddy? You weren't here last time. All right. Grab sunstone, head west. We're going this way. I'll just hop and skip my way on down there. Oh, this is an actual grizzly bear. Alright, take the bear hide. Hello, wolves. Oh, we got Spriggan today instead of berserkers. Don't really feel like fighting anything else, so in we go. All of Penumbra. You know what? These guys are resistant to lightning, so I'll put you back on. I was like, thankfully I should be able to cut through these guys pretty quick. None of the treasure in here was super good either, so I'll probably just skip it. The only path I hadn't explored was this one. Okay, how about... yeah, this way. Where does this take me? Another dead end? I hear my neighbor's dog has woken up. Alright. Oh! I think that might be my unholy beast right there. Journal's been updated. Oh, you're a weird-looking bastard. Oh, you're actually quite powerful, too. Uh-oh. Okay. That's good. I quick saved while I was in this cave because I was worried about the game crashing again. Okay, so we heal up before we get to that guy is what I'm learning. Okay, can I get far enough away from the enemies that it'll let me... yes, I can just rest here. Rest until healed. That guy was like just down this little branch right here. There he is. Alright. Try this again. Well, he is quite powerful. Lightkeeper Grawl. What a weird looking little bastard. Like a unique enemy model too. That's super weird. You don't see that very often in Morrowind, where they actually have like an actual unique enemy model. That's cool. All right. Throw this at the flaming eye. Yeah. Okay. Was that it? Is that all I had to do? Oh yeah, turn all the lights back on. So I think we're good. Let's get out of here. We can go ahead and head back to the Skull, let them know we've done all their rituals, we've restored the power of the Skull, and see what they're going to have me do next, because something tells me that that is not going to be it. I'm sure that now I've restored the power of the Skull, I'll need to perform some other kind of task or ritual for the tribe before they'll help me figure out what the hell happened to Falxcarius. Because I think that's my overarching mission at the time, is that I'm just trying to find out what happened to the captain. Real high stakes out here. Oh god. Alright. Let's get back to the Skull. Okay, I don't really want to fight all of you. So we'll just bypass that if I can. Yeah, head due north along this. I kind of cleared this out my first time through here, but I imagine a lot of this is respawned by this point. Yeah. Too much to hope that it all stayed dead. Alright. Skull Village, I need to look for that lake. And it's just north of the lake. That's going to be Sweet Share's cabin, right? He's not that far from the lake, so we got to be getting close. Right? Like if I just go over this... Maybe not. Maybe it's this way? Oh yeah, because this is the cave where I did the one quest. Alright, so then... Yeah, here we go. Thirsk Mead Hall is right there. There's the lake. Skull's right up on top of that mountain. Almost back home. Just a tiny bit farther. There's the Beast Stone. Can I just, rest here real quick, heal up before I get back into town, because I have a feeling I'll get attacked on the way in. Oh, the stones are all glowing now, too. Cool. I didn't realize they stayed glowing. I thought that was maybe, just when you were first activating them. Also, is that the good beast? Is he just hanging out here now forever? Oh, it is him. Cool. So Best Boy just lives there now. Alright. We should just be able to... Do I report back to the shaman? Oh, god damn it. I didn't actually return to the Sunstone. What's my last save? Would that actually be faster to go back to? Yeah, let's just go back to my last save there. Where's my quick save? Quick save was before I did that. Oh, that's dumb. I didn't actually go back to the Sunstone after I restored the sun. Oh no. Got ahead of myself and just started heading back in to tell him what a good job I did. Alright, let's go back. Oh my god, there's so many animals out here now too. No. No thank you. No interest, please. I can outrun anything on this island. I'm not worried about that. Even with my stamina like completely drained, I am still faster than anything on this island. So I should just be able to like hippity hop my way on down there. There's the sunstone. I loop up there. I poke the sun's face death. What? Hello? Okay, that means there's something other than wildlife out here. Oh, it's that lady. Okay, she's fine. Poke the sunstone. Journal's been updated. We've done everything. I'm just gonna head on back. I should be able to lose even her. Like, yeah, they're just not fast enough to keep up with me. Like, as long as I'm hopping, I'm moving so much quicker than any of them can pull off. Ow. Uh-oh. Unless I get staggered, that's a problem. Keep going. Got a little Reekling down there, but I should be able to dodge him. Alright. We're back to Thirsk. At this point, I will have just about lost anything chasing me, so we'll be fine, right? There's like a wolf, I think, that's still kind of trying, but he's not going to be able to keep up. I can probably avoid these Reeklings if I just go a little farther around. Am I good? No, there's two wolves that are just determined to keep up with me here. Okay, I really don't want to fight... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was gonna say, I really don't want to fight a Reekling Raider, because they can hurt. Did I lose those wolves? Okay, I've got the Reekling Raider is still kinda trying. Let me just get into the Shaman's Hut. If I get into the Shaman's Hut, that should reset the aggro, right? So... Okay, we're good. I think I've outrun them. Yeah, we're back into this, like, regular... Oh, God. There we go. Okay, save here. Close enough. We're good. Everything's fine. Now I just head into this guy's hut. I tell him that I have... Wait, do I need to talk to him? Heartfang. Okay, so I'm talking to the chieftain. I'm not talking to the shaman. We're just going straight back to the chieftain, letting him know that I completed all the rituals. Beautiful. Hey, buddy. Heartfang. I have restored the power of the skull, ritual of the gifts. I'm impressed with your efforts, but there's more to be done. You've shown a certain loyalty to the skull, and it surprises me. Tradition dictates that you now hold this, the Mace of Avar Stonesinger, treasure of the skull that I do not relish giving to an outsider. Still, you have earned it. For now, it is time to prove your wisdom. Though I believe your heart may be one with the skull, your mind must be as well. To that end, I would have you investigate a crime. It involves two of the skull, and your actions may decide their fate. Engar Icemane has been accused of theft. His accuser, Rigmor Halfhand, claims that Icemane stole furs from his house. These furs were indeed found in Icemane's residence. The Skald do not take such things lightly. We have little, and each is given according to his need. This offense is punishable by exile or sacrifice to the wolves. Icemane will surely choose the wolves. Now speak with the Skald, find out what you can, then report your findings to me. Okay, Icemane has been accused of stealing. He's a fine warrior, held a place of honor among the Skald for many years. Rigmor is not much of a warrior, a smart man, and a valuable member of the Skald community. Alright, let's ask around. Honor Guard, Angmar. Any of the Skald can tell you he's an honorable warrior. Anyone who would say different is a liar, always proven brave and true. Impossible to imagine he'd be capable of this crime. Alright, how about... what was the other guy's name? Rigmor? Clever one, wise and crafty, and perhaps for this he is not well liked. Still, he is of the Skald, and we must take his accusations seriously. Alright. Rigmor Halfhand. Haggard the Stone. What can I... Okay, get this guy nice and talked up. What can you tell me about Rigmor? Something's not right. He spends too much time at Icemane's home while Edgar is on the hunt. This is not appropriate. Okay, so wait, where's the crime scene? Rigmor's hut. You're Rigmor. Alright, let's get you nice and talked up here. 90. No, I want 100. I want you maxed out. We'll get you as high as I can, then I'll bribe you. How's that sound? Oh, you are not happy. Okay, you are very difficult to talk up. Wow, even with bribes, he is just not moving. Wow. Alright, you know what? Take 1,000 gold just to get you back into a more reasonable... Oh my god. Alright, he's up to 100. My god, this guy was difficult. Angmar. Valuable member. Okay, what can you tell me about yourself? You are Rigmor Halfhand. Okay, what if I ask you about investigate a crime? Can't understand why you do such a thing. We have the Skald gives according to need. If Icemane had needed furs, they would have been provided, but instead he stole them from my home. Difficult to explain. I feel sorry for his lovely wife who will be left alone. Uh-oh. So you've been spending time at his house while he was out on the hunt. And he's got a wife, and you feel bad for his wife.
Yes, I understand you are investigating Engar Icemane's theft.
Sure. Sure I am. I think I might need to go take a look at Icemane's house. Okay, where is Angmar Icemane's house? Bronrod... Ingmar. This is not the same as Angmar. We've got two different Mars. We have an Ingmar and an Angmar.
What a life.
Alright. Do we have... Where is this Icemane fella? Oh, that's this guy. Yeah, tell me... Okay, can I get... You're probably going to be more willing to... Yeah, you're easy enough to bribe up. Tell me about Rigmor. No quarrel until this day. I thought him a friend of my family and my wife, Reese, especially. While I was on the hunt, he was known to keep counsel with her and the others who remained in the village, and now this. Beautiful young woman. Life is not an easy one, as I'm often gone for weeks on a hunt. She's strong, and our children will be fine warriors. Okay. I know what I'm accused of. I know it's a lie. I have no need for the furs. I'm a Skald warrior. My honor and the honor of the Skald are my life, but I will bear this injustice as any warrior should, with dignity. Okay, is this Reese here? No. Okay, can you... Let's get you bribed up a little bit. Tell me about Reese. Good woman spends too much time in the company of Halfhand. It's not appropriate while her husband is away on the hunt. Okay, I think I'm starting to get an idea here. Ice Main's hut. You there. Reese. We need to have a word. Okay. Can I admire you up a little bit? Alright, up to 93. Valiant warrior and no thief. Any of the skull can tell you that anyone is different with a liar. Okay, what about Rig? What's your thoughts on Rigmore? Good friend to me until his accusation. We'd spent some time together. But now he's decided to ruin my family. Okay, so you were cheating on your husband. Ingmar would never do such a thing as this. He's a man of honor, and we want nothing. I cannot imagine what would drive Rigmore to make an accusation. Perhaps he's jealous of my husband, and these charges are meant to disgrace him. Okay, Pig Children. That's the book about orcs.
How may I help you?
Computer tankard. Money. Okay. Can I find any evidence here? Not believe her husband could possibly have done this. Claims Halfhand is jealous of her husband, has trumped up these charges to disgrace him. Okay, let's go talk to... what's his name again? Rigmore. Uh-huh. What if I ask you about Reese? Were I her mate, she would lead a much better life. Okay. Is there any way to get evidence of what happened here? I mean, I don't know of any. If I just go talk to you and I say investigate a crime, right? When you have more information, this matter is a serious one. We will not do anything until the facts have been discovered. Okay. What if I talk to you now? Angmar. Investigate a crime. Reese. Rigmore. Nobody's got anything to say about that. How about you? If I just, like, bribe you up to a goodly amount. Rigmore, Angmar, Reese. No, nobody's got anything to say about this. Can I find anything, like, evidence? If I, like, poke around the back of the house at all? Check the windows? What do you have to say? There's a note under a bed. I'm gonna guess in this guy's house, probably. Let's go check this out. Yeah, let's be a little more thorough in my search. Okay, nothing. Not seeing anything
Yes,
here.
I understand you are investigating.
Alright. Go back over to this other house. It's like I can tell what happened here, but I need proof. Oh, wait. Letter from Rigmore to Reese. Dearest Reese, why will you not see me? You know how I feel. I know you feel the same about me. Please simply consent to speak with me. Just a word, a moment with you will ease my soul. If I cannot be with you, I'll have to resort to something drastic. Please consider your feelings. Your husband is a lout, away for weeks at a time with no consideration for your needs. Always been there for you, and I will always will be. We should be together, dear Reese.
You
All
are
right.
the one who is to investigate a crime that has been blamed on my husband. How may I help you?
Tell me about Rigmore. Tell me about yourself. Alright, you're not going to say anything about that. Alright.
What's your score?
She's apparently not interested in talking about this letter that I just found. Angmar? Rigmore? Reese? No? Okay, I should show this note. Okay, wait, did I not pick the note up? Is that the problem? Hold up. I'm supposed to show the note to Reese. I mean, I feel like she knows about the note, because it's under her pillow, but, you know, that's fine. Rigmore. You found the letter, have you not? It's true Rigmore and I had a brief affair, but that has ended. He refuses to let me go, though I fear this causes trouble. Just to get rid of Angmar, you must put a stop to this. My husband is a good man, does not deserve this fate. That's true.
May the wind be on
So... Hey, buddy. Investigate a crime. Rigmore. Reese. Okay, we're not telling him what happened yet. Alright. Rigmore. Investigate a crime. Found the letter. Why would? This is an outrage. I only wanted the woman. Why did that fool have to choose the wolves? He could have simply left and she and I could have been together forever. You know my crime, and I know you must tell Heartfang. Let us go to him and I will accept my fate. Oh, he's actually going to follow me. Wow. I thought he might put up a fight. Alright. Buddy. Yes, I've done this. Half-Hand invented this tale of theft over a woman. By the Allmaker, this will not go unpunished. By Skull tradition, making a false accusation carries the same penalty as the crime that is claimed. In this case, either exile or death by sacrifice to the wolves. The verdict is yours to decide. Exiled permanently or fed to the ceremonial wolves. Yeah, do the wolves. Feed him to the wolves. Shown mercy, allowing him to die with this honor. Perhaps you have some wisdom after all. Lead the prisoner outside that he may accept his sentence. The shaman will summon the Cainlorn to perform their function. But first, accept this token. It is unlikely, but perhaps you two can be more like the wolves we revere. Helm of the Wolf's Heart. Alright.
done well, showing your loyalty.
Also, yeah, let's take a look. He just gave me this mace, too. This is insane. 90 damage on Chop and Slash is the highest non-enchanted damage of any weapon in this game. The frost damage, 8 points, isn't that great, so total of 98 points of damage per hit, which is good, but, I mean, like, True Flame does more. Like, I'm doing 105 damage per hit on that thing, so... There are weapons that do more damage, including the enchantment, but without the enchantment, that mace is the best you're gonna get. What am I doing here? I'm to lead Half-Hand outside so he may accept his sentence. Alright, I think we put him in this pen, right? Oh yeah, check this out. There's the wolves. Alright, get in there. In you go, buddy. Alright, eat him. Okay, the blizzard is causing a slight problem. Alright, close the pen. The blizzard is blowing him out of position, so he can't actually, like, reach the scripted trigger point. There we go. Alright, get him. Come on, buddy. Oh, nope, he's dead. Can I just, like... I bribed that man a lot of money. Oh, I can! Sweet. I can get my bribe back. Angmar. Restored my name, what can I do for you? What about your wife? Made a mistake, she's a good woman, I'll need to pay more attention to her lest she stray again. I do not blame her for this, though. I blame the situation on Half-Hand. Wow. Well done, man. Okay, save here. Let's see what we got next. Done well, you've shown your loyalty and wisdom. There's one further thing I will require. You must prove your strength as a warrior. Need you to travel to Lake Fjalding. I'll mark it on your map. Seek out Korst Windeye, who has traveled there already. He will give you further instructions. Look for him on the northern shore of the lake. Alright. I mean, I think that's that lake that's like just south of us. That's not very far at all. Also, Jesus, this blizzard, man. It just makes walking so slow. Especially when you're having to walk directly into it. Ugh, come on. Okay, there's the Beast Stone. I can see the beast stone. Where's the good beast? Oh no, did something happen to the good beast? Best boy? Okay. It's gonna rest until healed and hope this blizzard ends. Oh my god, why is the lake on fire? Okay, that was not like that last time I came through here. You there. Are you Coursed Wind Eye? Arrived at strange times indeed. I'm unsure what magic is being worked to cause such a disturbance. We're sent here to prove your strength. Yeah. From the water, flame through the ice. Strange indeed. Heartfang believes a Draugr lord who lives beneath the lake is the source of this. I'm not certain. I fear this could be a sign of the Bloodmoon prophecy, but I pray to the Allmaker that's not so. It's an ancient prophecy, one which I hope is but a myth. It tells of a time when the moon above will turn blood red, and the wolves that walk like men will walk the land. The prophecy tells of other signs that will precede the blood moon. They are not all easily interpreted. Let us speak with this at another time, for now you are to prove your strength. Heartfang has sent you to prove your strength, your ability to survive in the harshest of conditions. Beneath that lake there's a series of ice caves. In one of those caves you will find Aislip, a Draugr lord. Heartfang believes he's the one responsible for the disturbance of the lake. What I've read in histories, Aislip was once a powerful mage who delved in necromancy. As a result of these dark magics, he was made of Draugr, and he retains much of his immense power. You are to kill this creature and perhaps end this madness. Take care with this task, the situation seems odd. Draugr were once warriors, much like the Skull. Trapped and hungry on this island, they feast on the flesh of their fallen comrades, which is a crime against nature. The Allmaker cursed them with undeath, forever doomed to walk the land in search of more flesh of men to consume. Alright. So, fire on lake. Looking for... Okay, there's a cave. Caves of Fjalding. Okay, good. Looking for Aislip. Figure we just kind of head on down. That looks like a dead end, so I'm not going to go that way. Just kind of dive in here and see what we find, right? Gotta be down here somewhere. Looking good. Yeah, keep on heading down. Okay, you're down, right? Yes. Okay, hold up. I saw something here. There's like a deeper bit of the cave. Aislip's lair. All right. Beautiful. All right, where is this Aislip fella? He this way? Sir? I'm looking for a... Oh my god. Someone has like a bedroll and a campfire and... Oh, hello. You're brave or foolish to enter this place, Dark Elf, but I sense a bit of wisdom in you, perhaps. I might kill you where you stand, were you to try and keep me from my task, but there are more dangerous things in these caves than this poor soul. Been in this cave for many centuries. The Draugr you met in this place are not my kin, mindless creatures driven only by the desire for living flesh. My story is quite different. I was once a mage of the people who call themselves the Skull. I was powerful mortal, powerful beyond their reckoning, but I strayed. I delved into the black arts, became learned in the ways of necromancy. When this was discovered, I was cast out by my people. Alone I wandered to this place. I continued to learn what I could of the ways of the living flesh and the energies that animate. I became a summoner. I communicated with the Daedra. It was then I learned of their machinations and their plans to destroy my people. A group of frost Daedra had taken up residence deep in the bowels of this island. I thought at first it was my doing, that I had somehow summoned these fiends, but they were beyond my abilities. I learned they could wipe the island clean of life, slaughter my people and all we hold dear. I knew I must act. I tried to warn my people, but I was an empty voice to them as though I were dead, so I used my magic to erect a barrier deep in this ice, strong enough to contain these Daedra and keep them from overrunning the island. The barrier held, for years I maintained it, but I grew old and I knew my death would mean the death of all life on Solstheim. My life had been extended, so I used my knowledge of the black arts and I turned myself into the creature you see before you, a Draugr, eater of flesh, but my life was infinite. I could keep the barrier intact so my people might survive, and now you appear to kill me, perhaps. You may have the power, but perhaps a greater purpose here. Fight with me. Together we might vanquish these creatures, send them back to their unholy plane. I will lower the barrier and will cleanse the land of the scourge. Yes, let's do it. It's wise. I will lower the barrier that keeps the demons at bay. You and I will be victorious, as the lives of all those above are forfeit if we do not. Sounds fun. All right. Come on. Do it. Alright, barriers down. Into the caverns. I need to defeat some frost Daedra? That's it? This is what you're throwing at me. This frost Atronax. I'm gonna guess these are like slightly more powerful than regular frost Atronax. Right? Yeah, these are dire frost Atronax, whatever that means. Alright. Rest up. Keep myself topped up while we're fighting these, because I don't know how dangerous these are going to be if they start getting, like, successive hits in. I mean, so far, we're just cleaning house. Okay. Small chest, barrel. Oh my god, a repair hammer. Quick. Alright, beautiful. I've also got a locked chest here, which will have nothing in it, right? That's how this works. Locked chest. Ooh, it had 400 gold in it. You know what? I'll take all of it. And then let's continue. Where'd my True Flame go? True Flame, get into my hands. Continue clearing house. I imagine the game will tell me when I have killed everything. Yeah, let's just save and continue. Where are we going here? Down this way? Okay, it says I'm under attack. Oh, he's back there. Oh my god, there's several of them. Alright, hold up. Keep going. Okay, we've got a big room up ahead. Is this the last of them? How much farther do you want me to go here, game? Journal's been updated. Done, my time is over. You've been a great service here today, both to me and the people of this island. Now I may rest. Before I go, take this, that you have the strength of will to continue your journey on your own. I got Aislip's ring, and down he goes. As well as another chest. What does this one have in it? Another chest with nothing in it. Fantastic. Just beautiful. Alright. Aislip's ring. What did you just give me? It is... Aislip's ring. A constant effect of Fortify Willpower and Fortify Magicka 75 points. If you're a caster, that's going to be real handy. I'm not, so that's not going to be super useful to me at all. But if you were playing like a mage, that would be quite good. Alright. And I guess that makes sense with the backstory we got about him, that he used to be like a really powerful mage. I suppose it would make sense that he would have a custom ring that just gives him more magicka and makes him better at spells. Okay. There's the exit. Keep moving. Let's get all the way out of this place. Alright. Back to the caves. And then from the caves, I need to go, yeah, to the left here. Oh, wait, no. Not left there. This was quite the maze to get down into, but I think I can get back out. It's left and then left again, I believe. And then right? Yeah, there we go. And then swim back up to the surface. Alright, how do I get out of here? Maybe I need to, like... Okay, hold up. If I swim this way, can I find a chunk of, like, open water next to the shore? And then I can just walk up onto the shore? There we go. Beautiful. And then, Korst, my man. It's gonna rest until he'll... Korst, do you wanna help me out with this here? No? Alright. Korst Windeye. Aislip. He's defeated. It seems there is more to this creature than any of us had imagined. You've done well. I, for one, would be proud to call you Skull. Return now to the village. I will meet you there in a while. There are matters I must attend to. Alright. Back up to the village. We've cleared out all of the trials. What is he going to have for me now? I've restored all the power of the skull. I've solved the crime. Attempted framed murder, I suppose. I don't really know what you would call that. That was a mess. And I've stopped a group of frost elementals from destroying the island and defeated an ancient Draugr necromancer lord. What do you got for me, buddy? Return from the lake. You continue to surprise me. I have matters to attend to. We will speak again soon. That I promise you. Okay. Must help. Our village is under attack by werewolves. Outside, quickly. Oh my god. Get him down. Okay. Werewolves are dropping. Are we good? Journal's been updated. Werewolves attacking the Skull Village have been defeated. Got it. Great Hall? Oh my god, it's full of werewolves. I mean, not very effective werewolves, they're just kind of flopping at me here. But oh no! Their leader's been kidnapped or disappeared. And if we pop back outside, there's Korst. Just arrived as Hor. It's good you were here to protect these people. You've done well by the skull. My worst fears have been realized. These creatures are werewolves, as you surely know. This is not a good omen for our village, and I have troubling news. I've used my magic to detect any of the infection. These beasts leave in their wake. You, my friend, have been infected. Infection seems innocent enough. Some weakness, perhaps. Sometimes the effects are hardly noticeable. However, in 3 days' time, the victim will become a werewolf himself. It's a fate I would not wish upon my greatest foe. During these 3 days, though, a simple cure disease spell can stop the infection. I beg you to do this. Until then, I fear I cannot allow you to be part of our community, perhaps infecting others. When you've been cured, you will return to us again. Don't you have Corpus? I do. But this shouldn't be possible. But we do find out a little bit more about it later on in the quest. That this is not normal. I wasn't infected through normal means. There's some more plot going on here. And we're actually, I think this is a good point to call it apart for now. And I'm going to let people kind of think on this. If you have any thoughts on pro or anti-werewolf, let me know on Twitter. Because this is the point where you can choose. There's actually two separate versions of this DLC. You can do one version where you just let yourself become a werewolf. I'm actually going to make a save here where I'm going to just name it werewolf. Alright, we've made the werewolf save. So at this point, I can now either let this disease continue and become a werewolf, and I will get a full quest chain of werewolf quests that ends up, completing the entire quest chain in a pro-werewolf fashion, or I can cure it, and I can continue to do quests for the skull, and we'll solve the mystery of what's been happening with the werewolves and end up, solving it with the skull. You're full-on pro-werewolf. I kind of agree. Pro-werewolf is really cool. There's an argument to be made that I should probably do a full werewolf playthrough and then revert back to this save and then do the full non-werewolf playthrough, just to show off both versions. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll just do I finish the full thing as a werewolf, and then I revert and I finish the full thing as a skull, because then you can see all the content on both sides of it, and you get to see all the fun bits. And this DLC is really fantastic, so I'm definitely up for doing that. Bloodmoon's super fun. All the Morrowind expansions were really, really well done up, and there's a ton of fun little content to see here. There's also the fun to be had of if we do the werewolf thing, you get to see how you cure being a werewolf, because of course there's a way to cure being a werewolf. And there's a fun little bit of quest there that also ties back into Skyrim, where you get to meet some of the characters from that show up again later. But yeah, for now, I think we will... Hello?
Aren't you a sight? What can I do?
All the random background dialogue that people are just saying, I've never even heard of this before, but whatever. Yeah, we'll call it apart there. And yes, we'll take a look at your character. Give me 1 second to I'm gonna put up the ending soon thing here, and then I can pop over and we can take a look at... If I just pop you over to here, pop into Twitch, go into my messages, there we go. Open up this. That's your character. All right, let's pop that open there. And I think I know exactly where you are. You're sitting. Is that Sanctuary behind you? All right. Back over to the active screen. Invictus. There is Invictus's Fallout character that they're working on right now. You've got an actual. Is that a Speedo brand swimsuit on? That's phenomenal. And then yeah, I think a little bit of Sanctuary. That looks like Sanctuary at least in the background. I think that's Sanctuary. Yeah. Yeah. Sanctuary. All right. Awesome. Yeah, if you have any links to any of those mods you're using too for the Fallout stuff, let me, or for the Fallout New Vegas and the what you call it, 76 stuff. Let me know, because I'd definitely be interested in taking a look at that. I did some Fallout streams a while back. I did for one of the anniversaries of Fallout 4's launch, I did a little stream where I made an Abe Lincoln character, and we did a Fallout 4 the survival mode with Abe Lincoln, which was kind of fun. maybe one day I'll come back and take a bit more of a look at that. That's what I would potentially be up for doing a full series of, but man, that is a long full series. Fallout 4 has a mountain of content, especially with all the DLC packs installed, and I have all of them, so it would be quite substantial to dig through. But thank you again, everybody, for joining. It was great having everybody here. Much appreciated. We'll be back in a day or two with some more of this. We'll just kind of be pushing on with more of Fallout as we go through all of it. And then let me also include the social media link. That's not how you spell socials. There we go. That's how you spell socials. That has the Twitter where I'll post any updates about what I'm planning to stream or when I'm planning to stream, and any updates, any news goes on there. And then the YouTube channel has all the old archived VODs, including pretty much all the rest of the Morrowind playthrough. One or two of the newest bits might not be on there, but most of the rest of it's on there, so you can go and check that all out in playlist format if you want to catch up or see any of the rest of it. I did a full playthrough of like the entire main game and all of Tribunal. We did all the vampire quests in Morrowind, like the base vampire quests for Clan Bernie, however you want to pronounce that. We did all those. Just finished up Tribunal a couple weeks ago there, and now we're working our way through Bloodmoon. And I've got a bunch of other series on there as well. Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Metal Gear Solid, God of War. There's a bunch of stuff floating around on there. So if you ever want to take a look at any of that, it all lives there forever as just an archive backup of all my stuff, because I'm not saving it on hard drives on my end. We'll leave that for Google. But for now, I am going to head out. Thank you all for joining. Let's see if anybody is online to send a raid in the direction of. And I will try not to take that much time off again between streams. It was like almost a full week between streams there, and that was just because it was so busy with like Thanksgiving stuff and work, and we had our inventory at the end of the right after Halloween there. It was super busy for me for the last couple of weeks. It is kind of dying down now. It might get a little busy again right before Christmas here, so we'll see how that's going. But after Christmas, once we get into like New Year, then my time is back a little more stably. But for now, I think we're gonna head and go raid Techno Ghosty, who is they are doing some cool stuff in Final Fantasy IX. All right, hold up. Yeah, they are playing Final Fantasy IX, and they are getting into some really fun endgame stuff here. So we are going to send a raid in their direction. Thank you again, and I will see you all next time.